Welcome back to Crit Happens Plays Echoes of the Past. There you saw us building our world. Or you didn't, because I edited it out. I haven't decided if I'm going to leave that in there yet. If it's not in there, you have no idea what I'm talking about. However, we're playing Echoes of the Past, and last we left off, we visited the astral plane. Within the astral plane, we met Ella, the plane rider, who let us know a little bit more about what, in fact, Flopsy consumed into herself, in the form of an argon relic, an argon battery, that was devised to power cities and communication bridges between cities long, long ago, before the cataclysm. The party then came back to the astral plane, avoided narrow escape of arrest due to their amazing rolls of charisma and successful persuasions. And from there, we visited the Magic Emporium, where you somehow managed to get yourself a sponsorship of magical items and stuff, and a lovely pink outfit that they have declared you must wear to give more insight into their brand for the Neverwinter Games that you are all signed up to tomorrow. From there, you've sort of spent the early afternoon going about some errands. Flopsy and Julius headed to the post office and the bakery, and Hew and Lugas have visited the Arcane Palace, where all sorts of hijinks are going down. And I think we will start with Julius and Flopsy. You have exited the bakery, and you bumped into...
Oh, yeah.
I forgot his name.
Sharkman and Juliet.
Sharkman is called...
You look like you have the head of a shark.
I never told you his name. Oh, no, I did. Peter.
No.
Peter.
Did you?
Yeah,
the shark.
He would have introduced himself.
Peter the shark.
I introduce every character. That's just kind of what they do. But yes, you met Peter, the hammerhead shark, and Juliet. And they have since walked on as Julius got a bit of stage fright and didn't speak any words.
I did. I panicked.
The scene is yours.
Flopsy berated you for it.
Where would you like to go from here? It's worth saying Julius, that we're sort of middle afternoonish now, okay?
Julius,
yeah.
Does the sky look a bit dark to you for this time in the day?
What time is it in the day?
About mid-afternoon, and it is a lot darker than you should be at this time. It is almost... You look up, and it is... You think, God, that time flew by quite quickly. It's evening. But then you realise, no, you've only been in that bakery for 20 minutes. It is late afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, but no one else looks like they're stressed.
I guess. Well, where do you want to go? Where did the boys go?
Actually, don't know. I actually don't think they said.
Shit.
That can't be hard to find them in just a small city of people.
Okay, well let's do it by point of elimination. Okay, we've been to the Magic Emporium. They won't probably have gone to the Morning Wood just yet. They won't have gone to the Time Museum. There's absolutely no reason why he would want to go there. Perhaps the Busted Bottle. I don't imagine they'd want to go to Herbs and Spices. So maybe the Arcane Palace. So it's between those two, the Busted Bottle and the Arcane Palace.
I mean, there's going to be some kind of... How to say this? Game involved, right? We couldn't get past the Magic Band. We couldn't get past the apple bobbing.
Oh, I see what you mean. So then the Arcane Palace is probably the right shout, right? I mean, didn't that little kobold boy that we saved, Nathan, didn't he say to go there?
I forgot.
The kobold with the very kobold name, Nathan.
Yeah, Nathan. Yeah, Nathan, Derek, Peter.
All right.
That's the one.
feel like I got hit by something then.
Shall we go there?
Yeah. Or, like, I don't know. We could go shopping.
I mean, I do love a bit of shopping. I can't really spend all that much more though, because I've already, and I'll pull out the Ziploc bag of the potion of healing and the dust of disappearance. I think I might have already spent a lot of my gold, but I think these were worth it.
I can't even remember you doing that, but it looks like a great purchasing decision.
It happened off screen.
But if you wanna go somewhere, I'll follow. You followed me around enough. I'm quite happy to play wing girl.
Let's go. Let's just go to the Arcane Palace and find the other two before Hew spends all of the coppers you gave him on Pokemon.
That's fair. Are you sure there's no way you want to go though? You haven't really done any sightseeing since we arrived. We've kind of been all panic.
Did some sightseeing.
We did a little bit of sightseeing, but not that much. And it's mostly what other people want to do. Do you want to do something?
Do something. Last night when you were all a bit in bed.
Oh, I don't know what you did. I wasn't there.
I might have done several somethings last night when everyone was in bed.
Okay, I don't want to know about it.
I'm joking. Let's go. Let's go Oh god.
TMI, Julius, TMI.
Sorry for lowering it. Cut to the other guys.
No, I don't think I will. No, tell us more. So,
really quiet night.
Flopsy and Julius heading to the Arcane Palace.
Yeah, let's go find the guys.
Cool.
The guys.
So as you make your way down the streets, it is, as you mentioned, it is essentially evening time now. And as you do look up, you see the stars are glistening and the night sky is completely clear and devoid of any cloud. But as I say, it's strange because it's just not really the right time. Hew, Lugas, stunned in the Arcane Palace, surrounded by children. Everywhere you look, there's whiz-bang poppers and bells and whistles and squibbly dans and all sorts of shenanigans going on within the Arcane Palace. I've actually got...
Describe to me in detail what a squibbly dan is.
A squibbly dan? I don't know. It's so as you look down, Luke... Oh, this is great for you, Lugas. So as... Hew, as you look down, you can see this small clockwork rat that is sort of going bzzz, bzzz, around the shop. Lugas, you see a ginormous clockwork rat racing towards you.
I am on the roof.
Roll initiative.
Use a jumping board.
No, it narrowly avoids you, and you're having being as small as you are, unless you are climbing up on Hew's shoulders, you are going to have to avoid quite the scenery on this floor.
I'll just probably remain on Hew, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I'd like to pick up the squibbly dam.
Yes, and as you do, this small human small girl comes up to you. She only looks around about 3 or 4, and she says no words, but she just comes up and sort of tugs on your trouser leg and just holds her hand out as if to say, "Can I have my squibbly dam back, please?"
Yes, but as I kind of give it back to her, can I do a quick investigation and see how it works? Is it like a clockwork toy or something, or is it an Argon relic?
Most certainly. So it's I won't make you roll a check for it, but as you sort of turn it over, it is sort of this furry mouse with a long tail, but as you turn it over, you see that its wheels are just controlled by clockwork, essentially.
Nice.
Powering it is just an elastic band of some kind, essentially. It's a pull back and go type deal, rather than being arcane or argon powered in nature.
I'll hand the squiggly Dan down and say, there you go, and look around for her parents.
Yeah, and as she sort of clutches it and just sort of nods to you, you see her run straight on over to a larger human boy, probably around 4'6", but he looks older, and he sort of just brushes her off as he's talking to the shopkeeper. But you get the sense that maybe her brother.
What about Pokemon or Pokemans? What can I see? What's going on? Are there tables?
There are a couple of children just over in the corner who appear to be playing this Pokemon game. One of those children being the boy that had originally battled you. And behind the counter, you do see all manner of Pokemon paraphernalia, I will call it.
Lugas, should we buy some more cards? I feel like we didn't do very well with the ones that we had.
Also, I getting back into Scottish accent. That was embarrassing. I didn't want to be near you, if I'm being honest.
Well, you have to bear with me. It was my first time.
Well, understandable, but it was a child.
I'm sure. I think your Blastoise would have been better than mine. So maybe you can show us how to do it next time.
Oh, sure. I'll show you how a master at work does it.
And then, yes, I'll guide us towards the counters.
Cool. And you'll be met by a sort of middle-aged human gentleman with small round spectacles on, and a large red top hat with stars and a crescent moon just sort of affixed to it. And he comes up to you, and as he does, he just greets you and says, "Hello there!" And this explosion goes off in his hand. "What can I do for you, fine gentleman?"
Thank you.
Hew is now completely stunned. Lugas, what do we want? We wanted cards.
Yes, booster packs.
Booster packs, you say? Oh, for Pokemon.
We're collectors and novice competitors.
Novice competitors, you say? Ah, then you must have heard of the Pokemon tournament that's due in Waterdeep in a month's time.
During side quest initiated.
In a month.
Hence why I put it a long time away.
A month. A deemed month.
Just imagine if we win the games and we get those really, like, a lot of gold. Think about how many booster packs you could buy.
How many buffer puffs or whatever they're called.
But yes, you must have heard about the tournament. It's a grand spectacle. But yes, the booster packs, and you see just on the counter, there's this sort of half-broken box that's sort of folded up, put there, and is now acting as a display case, and you can see around about 30-odd small packets that say Pokemon on the front of them. Yeah, surprisingly, each one of these packets displays a different creature on each one. So you sort of get your choice.
So how does the pricing work on these again?
Oh, the pricing, the booster pack will set you back 1 gold apiece. Unfortunately, it's kind of the craze at the moment. They are expensive. Hard to get in, hard to get the supply, but if anyone can get them, I can.
You have a back alley channel, do you?
No, I just have a really good relationship with a really good supplier.
Oh.
No, yes.
A robust supply chain, of course. Yes, that would make much more sense then.
It's not like He's not shifting illegal products here. This is
No.
a very famous game across the entire country for children.
And
I thought this was illegal.
as you sort of say that, yeah, he does sort of look around like, no, it's all quite legal here.
Oh, I thought they were small
Insight check.
halfling criminals.
Insight check.
You can
I
roll-
am an emissary of Tyr.
You can roll
I
an
don't-
insight check if you want, buddy.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do anything with it, but you never know. Haha! Pretty good, actually.
Pretty good. With 15, you almost do that kind of that Sherlock Holmes type bullet time kind of thing. So you look behind the bar and you see a specific item that you think, I know that item. That's priced incredibly low. And then you look over to the other side of the bar and there's also a superior healing potion behind the bar, priced incredibly low. You're thinking, how does this guy able to sell things at this kind of prices?
How much is the potion of the superior healing potion?
The potion of superior healing is priced at 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold.
That's the cheap option?
Mm.
Yeah.
How much is a regular a potion of superior healing?
More than that.
More than
I
1,000
can't,
gold.
I can't tell you
Yeah.
exactly the amount, but they are more than that.
Reddit says 2d10 times 500 gold pieces. So
Oh, yeah, that's understandable.
quite expensive. Well, I mean, the thing is, we've only got a few cards, and our collection, you see, was lost at sea. And we'd like
In
to
the
start
upper planes.
playing. Yes, we left it in the upper planes.
Right.
And we'd like to start playing again, but we don't want to spend a lot of money. What's the most cost-effective way for us to get back into the hobby?
I mean, well, if you only have 3 cards, then we do offer the starter set, which is just 4 gold on its own. And he presents to you this box. Within it, you'll find the basic necessities of playing. You probably won't win many matches with it, as it is just your most average deck. But yes, you could definitely go far.
I mean, I'll take the starter deck, and
Okay.
Hew, if that's 4 of these shiny yellow ones, is that I've got one more? Is that for the starter? Can I get one more booster pack? Did you call them?
Most certainly. And he'll sort of take them and place them in a small carrier bag that is made out of paper. And he will hand it to you. The bag says the Arcane Palace on. Very nice bag.
And I'll just hand over the gold whilst checking with Lugas that I'm doing the right thing with them. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Do we open them? Can we open them in here, or do we? How do people normally do it?
Normally they do it after the session, so we don't have to sit here for about an hour
Excellent
rolling so many fucking dice. But
I'll put them in my bag.
put them in your bag and open them just before a long rest, maybe. I don't know.
Neil. I also have a couple booster packs, please.
No, most certainly.
Did I mention I have a terrible gambling addiction?
No, you didn't. May I interest you in our... Have you ever played poker, Squirrel?
Lord Wise, yes. Adam Wise, no.
Then law-wise it is. You see, Lugas, I have a game going amongst friends, adult friends that we do on an occasional evening, where we all like to get together and bet a few gold coins on a game of poker. If you fancy it.
Right now?
Not right
Or is
now.
this like a later secret club type deal?
not so much a secret club, more just a band of adult friends spending an evening gambling and dice.
Sounds like a hell of a time. How am I an emissary of tea?
I don't know. Are you?
I think I was at some point.
But no, it's only friendly. No big amounts or anything like that, although if you leave before midnight, I'm sure you won't lose too much gold. However, the games do go on sort of past midnight, and yes, it can get a little bit dicey after a few drinks. People tend to raise you on every hand, bluff beyond their wildest dreams. If you're interested, the blinds are 1 and 2.
What's that mean? Says Adam.
You'll get the intention that you'll need to... a poker game where the blinds would be 1 and 2, you are traditionally expected to bring at least 100 gold buy-in. You can come as little down to 50 gold buy-in, but you wouldn't last too long unless you're really confident. The max buy-in for a 1-2 game would be 200 gold.
Okay. Oh, well, unfortunately, much like my collection, quite a large part of my wealth was left on the upper planes, which I don't currently have access to, so when I'm sort of a bit more acquainted and I've earned a bit more here, I'll come find you again.
Yes, please do. The invitation's always open.
I feel like one of our friends, Julius. Do you think Lugas? I think Julius would be great at this kind of thing. One of our friends might be interested. Should we maybe try and come back with them at some point?
Back as a group.
And as if by magic, you hear the door go. Flopsy, Julius, you are now entering the Arcane Palace. The first thing you see is just children everywhere.
Oh, good lord.
And Flopsy Dans or whatever I said. And you see Hew at the bar, essentially. It's like this long wooden bar that acts as the shopkeeper's wall and protection from the rampant children from beyond the bar.
Oh, good. He's at the till.
I think even with all that much gold, I think. Oh Jesus! I only gave him 5 gold. He can't have spent.
It's all gone.
A lot. Oh no!
I bet you 5 gold. It's all gone.
I will not take that bet because I don't have much of a belief.
I told him to buy some cards.
Nice. Well done, Hew. Did you win?
No,
I'm terrible.
Oh, great. How old was the child?
Single digits.
That one over there.
Oh, well, you win some, you lose some.
Better luck next time. Maybe you'll be better with that starter pack.
Oh, you can read it all the way from over there.
We'll walk over.
Yeah, we'll walk over.
We're on the
I'll
other
be
side
like,
of this very busy arcade. There's lots of loud
I'll be
music.
mooching in his bag.
Continue to shout.
I'm communicating telepathically. You're at least 20 feet away.
I just look crazy.
Does the volume go up?
Yeah.
No.
Is it dynamic volume as you get closer to Lugas?
Yeah.
I think I can control it.
So Hew, how much did all this cost?
It was the yellow one. 5 of the yellow ones.
All your money. There we go, Julius.
Yeah. What do you know?
Yes.
Drinks are on you tonight.
Well, I did so poorly that I thought if I had some extra cards, it might help. But the kind gentleman, it was a gentleman, wasn't it? Yeah. The kind gentleman was explaining about a different game they play here. It was poker, I think he called it. And I thought maybe
Texas Hold'em, to be precise.
Where's Texas?
And who's holding them?
It's just the game name. It's just the name.
Oh, was the person who invented it called Texas?
Yes. I don't know.
Ah.
Well, I mean, I've played a little bit of poker before. Julius is pretty good at it.
I was the
Don't tell
champion.
that. I'm really bad at it.
Oh, he's so shit.
Terrible.
I think that's that bluffing thing that they talk about. You're bluffing, aren't you, Julius?
See, you would be great at poker if you had gold to spend on it.
Yeah. The problem is, every time I've ever played, I just keep on betting. I just lose all my money.
Yes, that is a way to lose your money, yes.
Yeah. I think this strategy that you've got now, though, is better, like, when you're really terrible at something, just keep sinking your money into it.
Can only get better.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, did you guys get all your cards?
We got 3 booster packs and a starter pack.
Don't know what that means.
Excellent.
Me neither.
Yeah, how many exactly did you buy, Lugas? Just so I can write down. Did you buy 3?
I got
You got
2. Hew got
Yeah.
a starter pack for 4 and a booster for 1.
What
Interesting
online
news.
are they?
It's completely dark outside. Is that
It's like, it's
Normal?
real nighttime.
Oh.
That can't be right. It's only like early evening, I think.
Yeah, you will
It's
sort of.
about 4 o'clock.
You'll see the shopkeeper sort of behind the shop, just sort of look out the window and just he rings the bell and just, come on, children. Best be off with you. Back to your homes. I'm sure they're worried sick. What is going on with this weather?
is it not normally? Is this not like this isn't like a Neverwinter thing?
No,
This
no.
doesn't seem to be weather. I can see stars.
Yes, dark for this time of year. Not to worry, children. Come on, hustle back. And you see all the kids just, aww. They pick up their squirrely dans and their whiz poppers and their bangaroos and their things, and they all sort of diverge out until it's just you guys left with the bartender / shopkeeper.
I don't even know where to start with the weather. Well, the lack of weather, I suppose, the darkness. Do you reckon Ella would know?
You can give it a call if you want.
Maybe we should do that somewhere that's not here.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Shopkeeper.
Mainly bartender isn't involved in anything illegal.
And what you'll see is he takes off of this hat. He places it down. He leans underneath the bar and he grabs just a 6-pack of beer, puts it on the bar, just goes, right, does anyone want a beer?
Yes.
Oh,
Excuse me. It's putting on that voice all day, every day. I mean, this voice kind of scares the children, do you know what I mean? Like, now we're just, they've gone. They've gone. You don't know how hard it is, day in, day out. Just entertaining children. It's just...
oh, I have no idea what that feels like at all.
You know what, Flopsy? I'm going to give you 2 beers.
Cheers.
Cheers. So, what brings you all to Neverwinter then?
I guess we are participating in the games.
No
We're going to
way.
win the games.
You're
Yeah.
joking.
Quite a recent development.
Bloody hell. Well, I hope you're all prepared.
Sort of 50-50.
Yeah. I mean, I've got some Pokemon cards, so it's going to be helpful.
Yeah. Wait, if those out is a distraction. A fucking pelt for it.
It's a risk. It's a risk, big man. But you know what? If Pokemon comes up in the games, you've hit the nail on the head.
You never know.
You never know.
But yeah, we got an invitation to the games, and then we found out that we were enrolled in the games, and then we've decided to play in the games. But we don't actually know who invited us or why we're here. But, it's been a fun happenstance, if nothing else.
Strange. Very strange tale.
Who do you think's going to win the games then? You seem like a betting man. I bet you have taken a few wagers on this.
Yes, I've bet on the Northern Friends. Quite high odds. Probably won't win it, but if they do, quid's in.
The Northern Friends. They sound interesting. What is it? They are just a group of humans, or
No, one's a hammerhead shark.
Oh, yeah, we met them. And actually, Julius has made a friend out of them. There's Peter, the hammerhead. And then and she'll kind of give Julius a wink, Juliet.
Aye.
Yeah.
Juliet is quite the fearsome female. Sort of the star player of the team. But there's Kaylee, and then there's that strange Aarakocra thing. I forget his name. He's got a weird name.
Nigel.
No, it's like
Nigel.
I'm trying to remember. I.O. Something just I.O. Strange.
Io.
I.O.
Yes, I think that's it. I.O.
I mean, hypothetically, if you had to go into the games tomorrow and hadn't prepared, even remotely a little bit, what would you do?
What would I do? I'd slap that force cage bracelet immediately and get the hell out of there.
Oh, it's an option.
But I'm not a fighter. I run a shop that children infest every single bloody day. You guys look like you can handle at least a little bit.
Let's hope there's no more 100-foot squid monsters coming into this year's games.
Did you see it? It was magnificent.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was like the final round, though, right? They're not going to start with that. They're going to start with just maybe like a normal squid size monster.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm sure.
I can hear you radiating
I'm-
off you.
I'm sure the first game will just be like dominoes.
Oh,
Pokemon.
Or
It's
the whole
dominoes.
Pokemon. Yeah.
I mean, the guy did mention, a dog walking. Maybe we could be walking some dogs, That'd be nice.
around the Colosseum with thousands upon thousands of onlookers.
Yeah.
I'd pay for that.
I could do that. I could
wouldn't
walk
pay
some
for that.
dogs.
Dogs hate
No.
rabbits.
If that happened, I would take my
No,
shit
dogs
and leave.
love rabbits. That's the problem.
Dogs also famously hate squirrels.
So we're going to win because you guys just run around really fast and all the dogs will chase you. Great.
I have a speed of 25 feet. I'll get
Well,
under it.
it only matters what the dog's speed is, Lugas. You only have to be quicker than them. I wonder if I can take haste.
I'll put it at level 2 or 3.
I need to go and learn some new spells.
So if you don't particularly enjoy the job that you do, why do you do it? Like why did you set this up? Did you set this shop up, or did you kind of just inherit it?
Inherited this shop. It's been passed down through generations to generations. Now look, I can give it a big one. I do secretly love it. Bringing kids joy and watching them play with my inventions and things that I craft. Don't know, some enjoyment in that, but with any job, it gets tiresome after a while.
What would you want to do?
Sorry.
I mean, I've always wanted to take my inventions to the big leagues, household products. Like, obviously, I haven't invented Pokemon. This is more of a franchise. Do you know what I mean? I just bring the stock in and I sell it, make some money. And he'll take one of the squirrely Dans just down. He'll say, "This is one of mine. It's an old product. I sort of built it in my teens." And you'll see he'll take apart some of the cogs and things like that, and sort of lay them all out in front of you. A simple device for simple games. But these days you've got all sorts of arcano tech, and it's just all, no one really appreciates the fine work of clockwork anymore.
Well, I saw a child playing with one of those. They absolutely loved it. It was just a little girl who had one, and it was her favorite thing. You could see. I say, if you really enjoy it, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you should do. You should you shouldn't have to be forced to do what you don't enjoy. So follow your dreams, and who knows? Maybe we'll all be playing with squirrely Dans at some point.
You know what? I'm going to shut this shop down right this instant. These children will have nowhere to play, and I'm going to go and seek out my dream. I'm joking. I couldn't do that.
Oh, my goodness.
Perhaps think it's more of a side hustle.
Yes, one day I will invent something that, is seen by the masses and revolutionizes this world. Like Argon did so many years ago.
Maybe lean away from that angle?
Without the explosions, yes.
Aye.
Yes.
I've only learned about that very recently, surprisingly. I've heard that was a bad sign.
He's not been around very much.
Yeah, you mentioned you were from the... Well, you mentioned that your stuff was in the upper planes. I just assumed you were lying.
Take it how you want it.
So you really are from the upper planes?
Aye? I'm certainly not native.
Well, I'm sure you've got a story or two to tell, haven't you?
Yeah. Some of them are quite embarrassing. Don't want to get into those at the moment.
I've seen another creature like you many years ago. Ratatosk, right? Ratatoski.
You don't have to practice. There's no E at the end, but aye.
Nah, my memory's a little bit hazy, but yes, I remember meeting a person like you once before. Very nice.
In person?
Yes.
Did they give a name?
No. They gave advice and suggested that I seek my dreams in Neverwinter. Yes, it is just a fleeting passing visit as I was just out on my journeys, just plodding along.
That is sort of our MO, really.
What?
I did a bit of that myself. Guidance.
Oh. Well, as I have now met a second one of you, any guidance that you can give me?
I'm sorry, I'm on holiday.
Brilliant.
But annual leave.
Brilliant. Well,
I usually have some time to prepare when I'm off work. But
Do you know something?
Oh, sorry.
No, carry on.
I was going to say, when I come back with some money, I'll also bring some guidance with me.
all right. Deal.
Mate.
Do you know something that me ma and pa always said that they could do with? Is some kind of cleaning machine that's self-automated that runs around the floor, just cleaning the floor the entire time. Me ma always got so fed up of cleaning up my dad's, muddy boot prints from the floor. If there was something that could, run around the floor cleaning it, that would be a good household appliance.
Well, you see, there lies the problem, doesn't it? That is a fantastic a fantastic idea. However, and he points over to just a small just pile of trash that the kids had just sort of left, and he just sort of wisps his hand over and casts his prestidigitation, and it just cleans itself up. That is why an invention like that can't exist. The arcana. Just.
But not everyone's arcane.
No.
And not everyone can afford the services of an arcane person.
True.
I can't do that.
Expensive.
Well, maybe I'd give it some thought, thank you.
To have like a mechanical thing that could defeat a squid monster. Or be in any way helpful.
You understand how much clockwork that would take?
Or like a little bomb that goes off.
Bomb.
Or like a...
We are
like
not
a...
sorry, we are not asking you to make a bomb.
I am.
I mean, hold on.
Now, I'd like to make that clear. Well, is this a maybe? Okay, carry on.
Look, if the money's right, I'd make you a bomb. But, you know.
You're far more morally grey than I realised.
A man's got to eat.
I mean, I'll kill a person. You know, we're not just gonna go and like unleash it in the street. We'll unleash it on other people in a coliseum.
In the street, not in the street.
What about a stun grenade or a flashbang or something like that?
A flashbang.
Or a trap. What about a trap?
And he'll sort of point again to the squirrely Dan. Flashbangs,
I will take it.
frag grenades. I make squirrely dance.
Thanks, Jack.
My skills are limited.
Well, how's about this?
Slowly dance.
Yeah, I've got an idea. I noticed you had a potion over there. Looks like a healing potion of some description. We've just been sponsored by the other place, and we're going to wear their shirts as an advertisement. So, I was about, if you were to maybe provide us with a few items, we could take one of your, or a whole bag of your squirrely dans, and I guarantee you that we could let them off as some kind of distraction, and everybody will see it and be like, I need one of those. The champions let off those mice things, and they won.
And he'll sort of look over to the superior healing potion and just say, no, that is a family heirloom. I could never part with that. Unleashing my squirrely dans upon the city as part of the Neverwinter Games, I do admit that would be hilarious fun. Absolutely hilarious. I'm sure someone...
I mean, regardless, frankly, I'll take a sack of them and let them off at some point just for pure whimsy.
Done. And he'll get a sack of squirrely dans. It's about 30 of them, and he'll hand them over to you.
30 squirrely dans. Love it.
You now have a sack of 30 clockwork rats.
And he will sort of... He will
add that to your inventory, please.
You add that to him. But, so he'll sort of take his hand and he'll wave it over this bag, and you hear this... I have preloaded them and pre-wound them. Unleash them at your own peril.
You already pre-wound them. What is the unleash button? Sorry, what's the unleash button?
Just
you pull the tail.
Yes, just on impact. They will.
They work kind of like Bakugan.
Andy,
it's a back.
Is there any chance that I could call this a bag of rats, which is an item?
Sure. You can add custom items.
It's an actual item.
Yeah, it's an actual item.
Is there a bag of rats?
It's a magic item, bag of rats.
Bag of 30 rats.
You can add custom items, but yeah, just add it however you see fit. As long as you're not adding some legendary artifact from D&D Beyond.
Yes. A legendary artifact. Bag of 30 clockwork rats.
Our work here is done, guys.
Hey. And now let's not worry about
Perhaps,
the guy and go home.
Perhaps we should go back to the morning wood, because you're supposed to be paying for our supper again, Julius, if you remember.
Oh, yeah. Julius is like, he's had one beer and he's like halfway through one of Flopsy's.
Yeah, I'll say that you guys have been here for like an hour, 2 hours, just sort of chatting shit with this guy and having some drinks.
Is it now incredibly dark?
It's evening. Looking normal evening. It just got darker sooner.
Okay.
I can go back and
This
see.
music is really ominous. Okay. Cool. Might treat ourselves to another chapter of that horrible book.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
Heading back to the morning wood then, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I am going to be keeping an eye on the sky. Actually, can I do my special thing?
Yes.
Special thing.
You can do your
Yeah,
special thing.
You've got a special thing?
I got a special thing because I ate some battery nuclear energy.
Special thing. I ate some batteries.
Don't do that at home.
So what I'll say
That's one of
is,
your notes.
as the sort of the guy behind the bar, and he just says, the name's Heimlich, by the way, and it was a pleasure to meet you.
Heimlich.
Heimlich.
Or Heimish.
Heimlich.
Do you have a last name?
Heimlich.
Davidson.
Heimlich Davidson.
Yes.
Like Derek Derrickson. They just follow the naming culture of their father.
I could probably guess your father's full name.
I like the one NPC that I actually know his name of, but I didn't come up with a second name, and then you asked me the second name. I thought I was prepared. No, I was not. I was 50% prepared.
You're never prepared.
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys make your way down towards the morning, where you see that most of the streets are semi-bare now. It is still the sort of the starting of the festival, so people are still in high spirits. There are bards sort of getting ready to sing their nightly lullabies throughout the city, as they did the night before. Many of the stalls, as you're coming up to the city centre now, are dormant, but the stalls themselves are still there. But yeah, Flopsy, would you like to sort of describe?
Yeah.
Would the other guys notice what you're doing? I suppose is what I'm trying to say.
If they're looking at me, yes, probably. I think the way that it kind of works is I'll be looking around up at the sky and sort of really starting to stare, kind of opening my mind. The cleric's still talking about how amazing his fucking Bahamut is. And then my eyes will just kind of flash kind of this orange colour. And the next thing I know, I've accidentally tapped into this newfound power because it's the first time that I've used it. And I'm still looking up at the sky, so I don't know if I see anything specific or different, but...
Make a perception check for me as you fall into this hole that I did not expect you to ever do with your first use of this ability.
That one.
Oh well, I mean, I got myself back out of that hole. That's fantastic. So as your eyes sort of flash this orange colour, everything almost, even sound, your whole surroundings are just sort of devoid of sound, and you almost enter this different...
Actually, no, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
All right.
I'm going to use my inspiration. Because I have it.
All right, go for it. You can now re-roll that perception check.
Watch me roll a second, that one.
Yeah, imagine.
Still not
A 10.
What is it? A 10. Okay. So yeah, as your eyes flash,
As your flies.
as your flies smash, you sound is completely sort of devoid of your surroundings, and everything just turns this monotone grey, black and white. And you turn and you see Hew was on your right, Julius was on your left, but they're not anymore. And you're on your own within the streets of Neverwinter in this kind of the best way to describe this is almost like the shadow realm. Just this monotone black and white mists are just pouring from the sides. And as you look up, the sky is pretty normal but devoid of any stars or clouds, but there wasn't any clouds anyway, but all stars have just gone. And you could see off thousands of feet away this shimmer of lattice sort of above, way
like a
high
net.
into the sky. Yeah, like a net.
Oh shit. I'm gonna sort of steady myself on the nearest available like surface.
Yeah, and so so the rest of you will all sort of see Flopsy just sort of just go a little bit distant, and then she just wanders off, and there's a small bench that you can see Flopsy, and this bench is the wood is cracked and decrepit, and it's like this bench has been in this shadowy realm for like hundreds of thousands of years and hasn't been sat on for the longest time, and you're completely alone.
Julius? Julius?
You will hear Flopsy calling out.
Oh, wait. Oh, she's back there. Hold on, guys. I'll go over and I'll stand in front of her like, hey. What's she look like?
What do you look like, Flopsy?
It's like I'm, you know that kind of look, that glazed look that blind people can sometimes have, where their eyes are sort of like grayed out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, but you can see sort of flashes of orange kind of occasionally, like the argon relic that we saw that I ate. Like it's basically that, flashes of that come up every so often. But yeah, my eyes are just completely clouded over. But me as myself looks normal.
I was like, oh shit. And I'll like grab her by the face and just like shake it a little bit. Like not hard, but just like, ugh. Hello, Flops.
Do I feel that?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll feel this sort of this distant, almost as if someone's brushing up against you. Sort of, as sort of if you moved your hand closer to you, you can sort of feel the presence of people near you, without them actually touching you, and that's kind of what you feel. And you can hear this flops, and just these echoes throughout your mind from what you assume is Julius's voice.
Where are you?
She's saying we can hear, just like she's just saying it.
Yeah.
What do you mean where I'm right here? Hello? Lugas?
No,
Can you come here and do some cleric shit? I don't know.
Don't make that assumption, please. I'm going to try and telepathically communicate. Flopsy, can you hear me?
And you hear that incredibly clearly.
Don't know.
Your microphone cut out for a lot of that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am.
Could you describe what you're seeing? Because from our perspective, you're sat down on a bench, right? Like I'm literally a foot in front of you.
And she's gonna like put her hands out.
Yeah, that's my feast. Please Yeah,
I see. It's like a shadowy form of Neverwinter. Like I'm in the street that we walked into, but it's like grey, and there's no stars, but there's some kind of like a net in the sky, and I don't know.
Slap her.
Jesus Christ.
In the friendliest way possible.
So I'll tell you what, Lugas, make an Arcana check for me, please.
Okay.
As you received this description.
Arcana. Haha, 3.
We're rolling so well.
Yeah. No description. You get the sense that, yeah, you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure what's going on.
Do you know what you did to start this?
I just looked up, and then the voices kind of became louder, and then the next thing I know is that I'm here.
Wait, did slapping her not do anything?
I was just about to say, and then Julius.
Oh, sorry.
slaps.
Roll a console.
Oh, it's hard enough.
As you slap, make well, I suppose Flopsy, I'm just going to leave it up to you. You do feel this slap. Yeah, probably not as hard as Julius actually slapped you, but you do feel it, and I'll leave that up to you whether that knocks you out or keeps you in. Up to you.
I reckon it keeps me in, because if it's not as hard as I think it is, yeah. Like, oi! Don't do that!
He's trying to, I don't know what to do.
Look, okay, you can touch me. I can just about feel you. Why don't we just lead me like a blind person for now, and I'll just see how long it holds on, because if I'm gonna keep going into this, I'm gonna have to know how long it lasts. Hopefully not forever. But this is horrible.
Do you want me to hit you harder?
No.
Let's hold back on the violence. Let's do what she asks.
I'm saying it as a friend.
As a friend, do you want me to hit you hard?
As a friend, someone has to sometimes be there to smack you in the face. That's all I'm saying.
Her face is just going to be like...
We can... Okay, don't worry. I'll
grab my hand and lead me.
I'll grab onto her and I'll put one hand on her back and, lead her towards the Morning Wood or wherever we were heading.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna keep looking at whatever is around me, trying to gather as much information as possible from the state that I am currently in.
Is the lattice in the sky the potato waffle constellation, which is also canon?
No, that's to the left.
You said it was a net.
No.
Is there anything in the net?
Is there anything in the net?
It's so far away that you can barely even make out that it is a net.
I can only just see it. I mean, I would be impressed by anyone who could throw anything that far. It's thousands of feet out into the open sky.
Yeah. I don't have that range.
Yeah, you get the impression, and this is Andy coming back with dimensions again, that this is on a magnitude of scale, this lattice spans millions of feet across and is almost covering.
It's the kind of sight that makes you think that you're really insignificant and makes you question the meaning of all existence.
Interesting. I feel I'm not even a foot tall.
Jesus Christ! You only had one beer.
I'm not drunk.
Is this an effect of the your battery second?
It's got to be because I couldn't do this before. This is the first time I've done this.
It wasn't a battery; it was a big ball.
Fine. I'm not going to say that with my
I
parents.
sucked a ball, and it was a battery. Please don't clip that.
All joking aside, I'm actually really quite concerned about you.
Yeah, your mother's watching this.
Yeah, she's.
Apologies.
Don't suck batteries or balls.
I'll tell you what. As we move sort of further in, sort of around 10 minutes walk with you all sort of guiding Flopsy, she's sort of giving you more description of what she's seeing, Lugas. You get the faintest sense that this could be what you would know as the ethereal realm.
Ethereal plane.
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
And you go a little bit further, Flopsy,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a small figure sort of hunched against one of the walls, sort of almost in a crouching position, holding their knees against their chest and sort of swaying backwards and forwards. It appears to be a medium-sized humanoid figure, but the figure that you're seeing is more of this ghostly image, and it's almost glitching where it currently sat, and it doesn't appear to have a concrete form.
Guys, stop.
Hey, do we see
There's
this
someone-
creature?
You do not. Only Flopsy
Okay.
sees this. And it just...
Hello?
And as you say that, it just turns to you, and you see the face is completely hollow, and it just starts to go... holds out a hand towards you.
Do I get malicious intent or desperation or hunger or just what kind of vibe am I getting from
Desperation.
this guy? Okay. I'm gonna let go of what I believe is Julius, and I'm gonna walk towards it. Can I help? What are you? I'm Flopsy. I've stumbled into this place. Who are you?
No, not what I am.
Do you remember who you are? A name? Anything?
Fleeting memory, like a rat's ear to a griddle. I don't remember much. But my name... No. I do not remember.
What do you remember? What's the fleeting memory?
Destruction and betrayal.
Were you around during the cataclysm?
Is that what you refer to it as?
The God War.
Yes, I remember the gods well. I remember them killing my family, destroying my lives.
Most, not all.
I'm so sorry.
Question remains to you. What are you doing here now?
I don't know. I stumbled across this place. I was just walking out of a shop in Neverwinter, and the next thing I know, I'm here. I mean, I think I'm actually still technically in the prime plane of Neverwinter, but I'm kind of in a liminal state right now.
Why do you travel with a
You can tell Lugas is with me.
I'm sorry. I think someone's talking about me.
And the image fades.
Oh, wait, no, oh, bugger.
Did I interrupt something? You said my name.
There is a ghostly figure. He apparently died in the cataclysm, but he asked me why I was travelling with a Ratatosk, which is you. So he could sense your presence, but...
So should I not, like, communicate with you that way?
I don't...
Even, like, my psychic presence?
He seemed to know that you were there without you talking.
Okay. I mean, the way he phrased that, it was almost like we're a bad omen, but I can assure you, at least I don't think I am.
Look, let's just keep going, and I'll be kind of like holding my hands out again.
That's still my face.
And as you guys make your way through the city centre, you don't see too much more eventful things, Flopsy. It is very much dormant of any kind of spirit or aberration, and very, very silent, apart from these sort of wisps of air. And you'll make your way back to the Morning Wood.
Whilst we've been walking back, I will have described the ghostly figure that I saw. And like relay what he said or she said, they said to the party as well.
Did it look like a specific race with just no face, or was it just vaguely humanoid?
Yeah, sorry, I should have described this more like a ghostly spectre with elongated arms, or limbs, I should say, so elongated sort of legs clutched up to its chest, and these ghostly spectral robes, but no face. So humanoid in nature, in terms of 2 arms, 2 legs, but no notion of race or gender or anything like that.
Okay. Was it like familiar? Did the voice it's speaking sort of like mirror one of the other voices you've heard before? Did it sort of sound like the guy who whispered in my ear? Because then that's probably like twice now he's directly referenced me, whatever this strange jargon.
No, I didn't recognise this one. It was very different. This one was a little bit more, I don't know.
Ancient.
Old. It was older.
Oh.
It felt wise, but yet didn't seem to recall anything.
Like, if I understand that she's viewing into the ethereal plane, would I know of any like native creatures that would sort of mimic this behaviour?
Well, no. I think that's the great thing with the ethereal plane, and you would notice, Lugas, is anything can apparate there. From the afterlife to the present, from upper planes, from lower planes, from the ethereal plane is somewhere that anything can happen. Your wildest dreams can come true.
Ah.
Is Flopsy still in her weird state?
According to the thing, I will be for an hour.
Up until you want to shut it down.
Yeah.
Yes.
But at the moment, I don't know what I'm doing, so it will probably be an hour.
I mean, yeah. If you get too scared, I'll have Hew hit you.
I think I'm okay for now. As long as just you keep around me, I'm good.
Temptation to just walk you into the door frame is strong.
Julias!
Hey, I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
I don't have to stop that.
Cool.
Once we get... Are we at the...
You are outside of the Morning Wood. I'll say you open the door just so I can do that.
I haven't even opened Foundry because I think it's sucking me.
You haven't even opened Foundry. You're in it, apparently.
Yeah, I've got it open in the tab, but at the moment I click on it, it makes my camera go crazy.
Yeah. You do.
I'll help Flopsy over into a chair. And then
Does the morning wood look like my vision in this realm, or does it just look like an empty, barren pub?
Yeah, probably worth just saying like an empty, barren pub.
Right.
No discernible signs that say the morning wood. It just looks like generic building.
Okay.
Do you want to like stay down here, or do you want to go upstairs?
I'll tell you what.
No, I'd like to be around people.
The best way to describe this as best I can to really give you the image in my head, the upside down from Stranger Things. There you go.
This is not a nice place to be. Definitely no party happening here. I'm just saying that.
You never know. I heard it's a plane where anything can happen.
Oh, great! Fantastic.
I think my brother once holidayed there.
Cannon.
Yep. One of my 5 brothers with his family.
Well, I'll just sit here looking into nothing whilst you 3 have the time of your lives.
That might be where that one apparition recognised the Ratatosk from.
Maybe that was him.
Maybe he's met Magnus.
Magnus, eh?
Aye.
Aye.
All of my brothers' names end in us, so I thought it would be funny.
I will have to rewatch this and make my notes. Thank you, Adam.
Yes. My brother Magnus and his family and his 5 children.
At least we don't have
Your
you.
family love 5, don't you?
Aye. Actually, I'm number 6 of my family.
Wait until he starts rolling nat 20s and suddenly he's got PhDs and all sorts of shit. Gets crazy.
No. Not PhDs, just writing theses. Thesi. I don't know the plural of theses.
Probably theses.
Theses.
Oh, is it feces?
Feces.
That sounds bad.
Theses. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to say thesi.
Yeah, feci.
But as you plop Flopsy down, yeah, you'll see the morning wood it's got a few fellow jolly people in there right now, and it's medium sized packed for what it was.
I'll go over to the bar, ring the bell 2 times, ding ding. I'm like, Lucy, I'm home.
Slams the cleaver down.
Ooh,
Oh, you're late.
I love that. Huh?
You're late.
No, I'm not. I'm on time.
It's just
Probably.
darker than usual.
Why is it dark out?
And I have a clock.
I don't know.
I don't need the clock to tell the time.
No. Hey, guess what? You did the apple bobbing.
Did you win?
Oh, yeah. I did. Yes, I think. What was your record?
6.
6. And I'm going to pull out my certificates, and I'm going to say, ha! 8.
Bollocks! You take the ticket.
Ha!
Well played. You must have cheated somehow.
I've just got a very big mouth.
I'm going to make it bigger in a minute.
Maybe step back. Hew, psychic guidance, step back a few paces, please.
I think it was 10 gold, right? If he beat your record.
Ding.
Yes.
She pulls out and takes out 10 gold from the till. A deal's a deal. I'll keep my word. Just chucks you 10 gold.
Well, thank you very much, but maybe next time, just I think you've got to like open.
Don't tell me how to
Fully.
apple bob.
Okay, just friendly advice.
I'll talk to you later.
Looking
I'll
lovely
wander back
tonight,
over to where
Lucy.
Flopsy's sitting, and I'll put my gold on the table and kind of slide it over to Flopsy, but then not really know what to do because Flopsy can't really see what's. I'll just
The table in front of you. There's 5 gold. Paying you back. Not paying you back. He's entrusting you because you're better with money.
Oh, I'm just gonna like pat the table.
Left a bit. A bit further.
Oh.
He's put him on the other side corner of the table. You might have to stand up.
Fuck's sake, Hugh.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna hold my hands out.
I'll run back one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're heavy, Lugas, man. It's made of gold.
And I'll put them into my bag that I know is there, but I can't see this happening, but I can like feel it.
Yeah. Easily enough. So yeah, I'll say that you guys sort of sit down. Lucy will bring over sort of some more eggs, bakey, and some ale.
Yeah.
I'll get
Huge.
something horrible to drink, and then go and make a fool of myself.
A fool.
Fool.
So you see
Well,
sort of at the back of the tavern, there is this. Well, you would know this almost like raised decking area where it does double up as kind of a stage where they'd likely have stand-up comedy or some bard playing or something like that. So
Stand-up comedy is an apt description of what is probably about to happen. I want to try and do my usual trick, but I'd like to incorporate some chairs and fire.
Oh no.
oh no.
Chairs
Burn
on
the
fire.
furniture.
All right. So
We've been rolling so well tonight. I can't see this going wrong
Yeah.
at all.
you
I'll
explains to me what you would like to do.
So I saw this thing recently where a guy was like, he'd stuck a chair and then he'd like stand on top of the chair and then he'd stuck another chair and then he'd stuck another chair, and every time you thought he wasn't going to get higher, he stacked another chair on top of it. And I want to do that while juggling knives.
How are you going to stack something with your feet?
I'll
How
go,
are you using
need
your
a
feet?
glamorous assistant, someone from the crowd, you there, you look not at all trustworthy. And
Yeah.
I'll get them to come up and stack the chairs. And I'll hop from chair to chair.
I'm going to say it at this point. You're pretty good at juggling, right? There's the ceiling of this tavern is not the highest, so you're only going to be able to stack maybe 4 chairs maximum while being able to sit on the
Good.
final chair and keep juggling without them hitting the roof, right? So with that in mind, we will make 4 consecutive checks, all with the DC getting higher and higher. So
Yeah.
DC 12, roll me a... Well, it's like a mixture between acrobatics and performance. Do me acrobatics, because I see that as being what you're doing right now.
Didn't think
I'll do
this
a cast guidance
Oh,
on
I'm on the
it.
wrong thing.
Make sure
Hang
it
on,
doesn't
I need to-
lift up.
Yeah, you could retcon guidance for this. So, but I'll only allow it on 1 check, though, Mr. Lugas. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Use
Guidance.
it when
What's
you want.
guidance? It's plus a
It's just
D4, right?
adding a D4.
Not athletics, acrobatics.
Just to give you a bit of help, I assume you're going to inspire... Oh, no, you can't inspire yourself. Never mind.
I can't inspire
Yeah, you
myself,
can.
no.
Ha-ha.
Can I? Yeah, no, I can't. 'Tis a curse. Okay, go.
21.
That's cool.
One of the spectators
Mhm.
just pushes the chair and you manage to jump onto it, still juggling. You're almost doing it with a 21 with one leg out, and you sort of hop in between both legs. Another spectator grabs another chair and chucks it straight towards you, as almost as if you have to jump to catch onto it. Roll me another acrobatics.
Do I use guidance before or after I know the roll?
After you know the roll. So I would probably use it now if I were you.
let's on that one. So it's an additional D4, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
13.
So that will be a success. Second chair. You're on. Third chair. I don't know how they've done it, but the crowd have thrown another chair at you. DC 50.
See this? Look, it's because I've got Foundry open. My camera's having a meltdown.
It's all right. You can close it.
Nice one has
Acrobatics.
arrived. Don't disappoint her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chair number 3.
Yeah, baby.
Success.
22.
You almost do it with flair. You stand on your hand or some shit. The 4th chair is incoming. Throws it up there. You are now at the peak of this tavern, almost about to hit the roof with juggling. You have to almost chuck it lightly. Final check, DC 18.
Oh man. Okay. Well, we know what it's going to be, guys.
That one.
Let's go.
We
Let's
believe
go.
in you.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh.
So what is that? That is a 21 total, yeah? So you
20.
successfully get onto that 4th chair, juggling as carefully as you can. Would you like to describe your finale of this performance that you've managed to pull off?
Oh yeah. I'm going to be on top of the chair, and then I want to throw all the knives up in the air, kind of like I did before by accident when I almost killed a guy that time. And I want to just like, as I flip off of the chair, I want to kick them with my heel so they all go tumbling down behind me, and it looks fucking cool.
It does look fucking cool. And everybody just roars with the amount of the amount of impressed faces that you can see right now is incredible. I'll tell you what, I'll roll it for you. You'll receive 14 gold coins in manner of silver, bronze, and a couple of gold coins, but essentially 14 gold total that you can add that people have thrown your way.
Oh, amazing.
Damn, those audience must have good aim to throw all those chairs.
I mean, yeah, they've done a really good job. But that's your jackpot, right? That's your risk.
Yeah.
If you had a fall done, I would have made you pay for the chairs.
No. Flopsy, I know you can't see any of that, but Julius did something fairly impressive.
Well, of course he did when I can't see it.
Yeah.
He didn't fuck it up this time.
Oh, I'm so proud of him. So proud. Because he hasn't drunk that much yet.
And through all of this, I think Hughes sat there with his big plate of eggs and such, and perhaps you just notice I've not eaten anything, and I'm not enthusiastically. You'd expect Hugh to be like, yeah, amazing, but I'm just deep in thought, and I'm just in another place.
And as you are sort of deep in this thought, Hugh, this large, booming hand just places it on your shoulder. Hello, brother. And as you sort of look up, it's Micah. How are you doing, brother? And he'll sort of grab you by the shoulders and take a seat next to you.
Micah, good to see you. Sorry, eggs. Have some food.
Eggs. He just starts eating the majority of the eggs.
How's the training for tomorrow?
Hard. Training hard. Yes, we feel this year is going to be the hardest of all. Yeah, sorry, I forgot you guys aren't the... No, it'll be easy. It'll be easy. I'm sure.
I heard about this thing called beginner's luck. Might come in handy. I'm not sure where to pick some up, but hopefully we can find some in time.
Beginner's luck. Yes, exactly. You guys have all the chances in the world to beat us. For sure.
I can almost taste the confidence you have in us, Micah.
I do. No, look. I've had a few bevies. Celebration, isn't it? I believe you guys can go all the way. You will be up against me, so I do have confidence in myself, obviously. But
Lugas.
Hey.
Who's talking right now?
That's the big, chunky guy with the fancy belt from the Leaf Springers.
Okay.
Sorry, our friend is currently blind. We hope that doesn't last long.
blind, you say? Odd. Okay.
Really hoping it clears up for Games. Otherwise we'll be in a terrible situation.
Yeah.
I will be a problem.
She's a rogue. She needs advantage on things.
Yes, it does disadvantage on everyone.
Right, so we're really hoping, but...
That's no sneak attack ever.
Yeah,
I know.
Wait until I tell
I'm
Esther
shit.
this. I'm going to tell our rogue all about it.
I can imagine it'll clear up quite soon.
Apologies, the name wasn't Esther. It's Glenn is our Glenn.
How did you mix Esther and Glenn?
Sorry, Esther is on a different team.
How long have you been travelling with these people again?
I've had a couple of drinks. Leave it out.
Micah.
Aye.
And I'll kind of look in the general direction that I think he is, which is probably nowhere near where he
It's
actually
the
is.
opposite. You're looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Sorry, there's a spider up there.
I'm over
Really
here.
interested in it.
Oh, sorry. And I'll look in the other direction. And I'll still be looking like slightly past his shoulder as opposed to his face. So, this is the thing. We're new to this, as you're aware. And we were wondering if there would be perhaps a little bit of, friendly, competitive help or guidance. Because let's face it, we're not really much of a threat to you. You're already champions anyway.
There's not much guidance I can give, apart from if you see a big nasty thing, hit it.
Okay.
If you see a puzzle, ask your friends to solve it.
Okay.
That's how I get
But
along.
that's what I do every time.
I mean, us. Me and Hew here. We do the hitting. Not, I don't speak for both of us, but I personally don't do the puzzles.
I'm quite good at puzzles, actually.
Oh, eh? Oh,
Good.
you're really the
See-
full cup of tea, don't you?
Yeah, you should see him at Apple Bobby.
You've got to start with the corners as well, I find. Start with the corners, then the edges, and then you can fill in the middle.
Ah. And he's
Puzzles.
contemplating, he has no idea what you're talking about. And he's like, life advice. I like it. And it's at this point now, you'll see the doors of the morning wood open. And a wizard in a blue hat, with 4 large boxes, comes in and, delivery, for Hew, Flopsy, Lugas and Julias. Who are you?
Right, so that's us.
Here
it?
you are. Don't forget, we will be watching. Wear the robes. And he just runs off. It didn't look too comfortable. And these 4 boxes are in front of you, just on your table. And they
Unboxing time.
yeah, they are sort of like large pizza-shaped boxes with a pink bow on each one of them, and each one has your individual names on.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Oh man, I can't see it.
I thought we
Someone
open
open
these
it
in our
for me.
rooms so we can put off the shame until tomorrow.
Oh, no, I'll open my box and I'll rip my shirt off.
Cool. And you rip your shirt off.
Oh,
Yeah.
second show of the evening. folks.
Micah just goes, just rips off. I didn't get it.
No,
box.
I've got a new outfit.
Oh, well, don't I look silly? Fuck it.
Yeah.
You'll see this guy.
You look great. Great.
I'll tell you what. I'll show
You
you
have an
what.
image in mind.
I'll show you what he looks like. when I find him.
Micah.
There you go. He's got a top off and everything.
Oh, damn, he's
Oh,
buffer than I
shit.
realised.
He doesn't. Yeah, he does not.
Wow.
That was not what I expected.
Oh,
He's a
he's a
handsome
beast.
chap.
So as you open your box, Hew, you see your favoritist double bit felling axe. It's got a slight shimmer to it now.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And it's a +1 type of shimmer. And you also see a small ring box. And as you open it up, it's a finely crafted golden ring with a note underneath it that says a ring of free action. Which is in your inventory, by the way.
Thank you very much. And the most important part.
And the pink robe.
And a pink robe. Fantastic.
So it is a hooded robe, so you can put the hood up, and it drapes all the way down, and they got your height pretty nigh on, so it comes down to around about your thigh.
Okay. Well, I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to try and roll it up, and have it with try and tuck it in as best as possible. He's got these leather braces, which he's gonna put over the top and try and make it as acceptable as possible. Was there a logo as well? Do you remember that right?
Yeah, there's
It was a big sun with a
sun.
smiley face.
big sun with a smiley face
Terrifying.
on the front and back.
How do I look?
Awful.
Fierce.
I don't know.
Flopsy, what do you think?
I'm sure you
I'll,
look ravishing, Hew.
Seeing the boxes, I'm gonna head on over.
Yeah.
Oh, you. Yeah, looking nice. Oh, you big guy.
Hello.
It's Micah.
How are you?
Yeah, it's you. Oh, okay. We're all taking our tops off. I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
Don't have
It's
much
a pleasant day.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
perfect.
Oh, flops.
Black.
Your box is here.
I know, and I can't see it.
Do you want me to describe it to you?
Sure.
Do you want me to repeat what you said and get it properly?
So as you
I'll open
as
Flopsy's
you
box.
as you open the box, you see a very, very finely crafted rapier. And you see a little note underneath it that says +1 vicious rapier.
Oh.
Is this
got
for
you.
me or for Julius?
For Flopsy's box.
Oh.
Yeah. And another ring box in there with a little note in it that says Ring of Protection. So I mean, Julius and Lugas, it's up to you actually what you tell Flopsy what's in her box. But
I mean,
It's a letter opener.
A letter opener? Seriously?
I don't know. Stealthy, sneaky.
it's like 5 times my body length. What are you That's a major
I'm just
level.
I'm gonna definitely be scowling in absolute, I do not trust what he is saying.
Oh, and you're engaged. Look at this. And I'll give her the ring box.
Yeah, I'll look at it. I'll see if I can see it, shall I?
Congratulations. Many happy returns. Here you go. Let me help you put it on. Give me a little fairy paw.
Oh, Julius, I never thought you'd ask.
Oh, you're making me the happiest man alive.
I think I cannot legally officiate this, being a man of faith. But if you're in need of a priest, I can.
Lucy, we're having a wedding.
no, you're fucking not. Not in here, you're not.
Yeah,
You'd make
she's
a great
fucking
host, Lucy.
jealous.
Oh, last wedding I had ended in tears.
Of joy?
Now I fucked the groom.
I'm so. Oh, Jesus Christ, Lucy.
Was it not your wedding?
Whoever that is.
Not my wedding, no.
I can see why that would perhaps cause some tension.
Aye.
This is my tavern. Do what I want. With consent.
Did he survive? That's my
With consent. With consent.
It's good. I'd expect.
Anyway, bye.
Yeah,
Who's next for their box opening?
I'll open my box.
Cool. Lugas, you find in there this sort of round cylindrical long rod, essentially, with a button on the side of it. Finely crafted within that rod is all manner of depictions of creatures up along this sort of ivory rod, as it were, and it's about 2 feet in length, with a button on the side of it, and you see a little note that says "The Immovable Rod."
It's about 2 feet in length, so it's double my height.
Oh yeah, all right. Yes, fuck it, it's 2. Yeah, it's double your height.
I mean, I do like the idea that he can have like a 10 centimeter immovable rod.
That'll be a proper. That'll be a deadly doorstop.
A needle.
Yeah, that's it. You also find a Dark Shard amulet.
I know what that does.
And a Rod of the Pact Keeper.
Oh my god.
Oh. That's Adam's face lighting up there.
Ooh.
Julius, last one to open their box.
Oh yeah, nice. I will open it up.
And you open it up and you find a very, very well crafted oak violin with a +1 shimmer to it. And a very finely crafted iron +1 short sword.
Ooh.
And you will find your lovely pink robes, apart from you, Flopsy, which you don't know this, but you find this sort of half robe, not really half robe. It's sort of like that kind of armor that only comes across one shoulder.
Yeah, like a pauldron kind of thing.
Yeah, like a pauldron, very much that, and it sort of it affixes sort of half of your chest over your shoulder and your arm, almost like a half sleeve kind of deal.
Yeah.
I want to know how to make mine pink as well.
Yours is pink.
No, have you seen the picture?
No, I can't look at the pictures. It messes stuff up. But with that, we'll go and take a quick break. So we'll be back in just a second.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, let's get back to it. We're in the Morning Wood. Micah's there. The scene's yours.
Oh, who's that?
I'll say it is sort of late evening now. It is getting on a little bit. That's not me bored of your RP, because I know we just had that conversation. It's really getting on.
I'm so self-conscious.
What have I missed?
Nothing.
I am going to say now that the hour is most likely up at this point, having walked from the Arcane Palace all the way over here and then sat here and had a chat with Micah. So yeah, Flopsy's just her eyes will flash orange again. And she'll come back into the real world. Oh, thank God for that.
Seek to be blinded again by all the pink.
How much did you have to drink?
I only had 1 beer.
Sorry, I should have belittled you. No.
It's fine. I don't drink that often anyway. Not very good for the job, but and she'll be like rubbing her head. That was some fucked up shit.
Well, get this down here.
What the hell happened?
Chuck your mug.
I don't know. I just kind of slipped away a little bit. And then, I don't know, the sky went dark. Like, as in no stars, nothing. There was a faint shimmer, but nothing specific. And there was no one in the streets. There was no one in the shops. Everything was, think of it almost like a blank slate. Like a city that's been put together, but none of the details have been added. And then there was that one ghostly figure, the shade with no face, who seemed to know that you were there, pointing at Lugas.
Not particularly
I don't know, it was
that.
weird. Oh, Lugas,
Yeah.
I knew I'd forgotten something. And I'm going to pull out the apricot and whatever it was, flapjack, that I got from the bakery.
Oh, you're a sweetheart. Pass it over here.
And you will get this big, fat square flapjack. I know you dropped yours yesterday, so, when we went in, I got you some. I've eaten mine. It was lovely.
This will be dessert and breakfast for tomorrow.
For the next week.
I am less than a foot tall. I am this big.
So what does my letter opener look like?
This.
Kinda the rapier.
And I'll just kind of give him a Oh, this looks excellent. And, I'll put it in my scabbard.
Guys, I'm sorry. Are we not going to talk about the whole astral plane and gods?
It's the aerial
walking
plane,
among
trust
us?
me. You don't want to get into the astral plane.
I thought
so
we
what
went
are
to
you
the
talking about
astral
from
sea.
earlier? Okay.
Yeah, because it was an extraordinary experience for me, and it seems that you lot aren't really fast. I don't really know how to feel about the whole situation. I didn't really think that the gods existed, let alone walked among us.
I'm looking specifically at Micah at this point. Maybe this is a conversation we should have upstairs.
I agree with that.
I couldn't help but overhear. The gods walk
Micah,
among us.
Oh, would you look at the time? We've got I'm famished. This flapjack's really taken a lot out of me.
Unfortunately, our friend has had a little bit too much to drink. He's been, going a bit crazy with the the festivities today. He's on holiday. Did you know?
I am on holiday. Sorry, I didn't see you there, Micah. You blended
Listening
into the
muscles and massive figure that's been by my side for the past hour.
I know when I've outstayed my welcome. It's been a pleasure. All of you.
Hey.
We look
Good luck.
forward to seeing you
forward to
tomorrow.
seeing you tomorrow.
If you ever need assistance, tomorrow or otherwise, just give me a wink.
Scream.
Or scream.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
And he'll put a hand on your shoulder again, Hew. Good night, brother.
Tomorrow.
You aren't related, right?
I don't think so. I think he's from elsewhere.
Yeah. You look like you could be.
Maybe a
Yeah,
long
definitely
lost,
see
a
the
long lost
resemblance.
cousin.
So,
Yeah, shall we talk about what happened earlier?
Can we move upstairs to one of our rooms?
Yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
Let's
The closest
do
room.
that. But I'm gonna go via Lucy and get some more drinks on the way up.
Can someone carry my flapjack, please?
You did
Yeah,
a
room
great
service.
fucking job.
I'll carry a flapjack.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well,
Look, I owe you a great deal for being my bard again. Rooms are on the house. Oh, your friends have already gone up. All right, well.
yeah, I think we agreed that yesterday, but I appreciate the sentiment.
And I'm not even going to look into who broke my window.
It was the bat.
As you say, it's been repaired.
Great. Let's hope it never ever happens again. I'll that one, this thing, whatever that one is.
This thing?
That
You sure?
one. Yeah, because you sound like that's a really good choice.
No, it's a terrible choice, but that's what makes it so fucking good. Takes it down, and she'll hand you a shot, and she'll take one for herself. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Doing.
And she'll just eat the shot glass.
Oh. Oh shit, okay. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put it down and then I'll get some for my friends and I'll go upstairs.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh. Wanders back off again.
Rather on theme, but my mother has just draped me in a pink fluffy blanket.
Nice.
Stopped here.
Nice. I like it. On brand. So yeah, hey, we're doing cozy sleepover. Whose room we going to?
See ours.
But I've got my drawer set up in our room.
You don't have to sleep there, Lugas, unless you really want to.
I like to be comfy.
I mean, you
I'm
don't
a
have to
comfy-
sleep in our room.
I'm a comfy man.
Yeah, if we'll go to yours.
Thank you. Sorry
Then
for
I'm
being so...
just gonna get my
offensive.
stuff. Grab my bag and bring it in.
As you guys enter, it's your room, Flopsy and Julius, but the opposite orientation. The bed's on the other side, the desk's on the other side, but overall the same.
We don't have a nasty draft and broken glass on the floor.
Yeah.
Lucy fix the crack from the giant bat.
I wasn't aware.
Apparently so. Hew. Here you go.
What the hell
I'll give
happened earlier?
give him one of the shot glasses.
And I'll do exactly as Lucy did. And I'll just crunch it up.
I didn't realise this was a tradition. It's like a
I think
tequila
they made of
slumber.
sugar. Yeah.
You're right. We haven't. We've been a bit blasé about the whole Argon different plane of existence, gods are real situation.
I mean, I was
I'm
really
just
glad-
trying to let it wash over me a little bit.
I'll be honest, I was playing Pokemans and I was half thinking that I made it up in my head. What? Lugas, you seem to have you've got some previous experience of other places and gods. Did you think that Ella was telling the truth? Was it gods walking among us down here?
Well, that bit was sort of news. That's sort of the only bit that's sort of news to me that I wasn't previously aware of.
We've met one apparently.
Yeah. And Tyr didn't exactly talk about spending time on the material plane as a semi-mortal. Did he mention that? Again, I don't think he did. So if he didn't tell us any of his hanging out with his godly mate stories, that he told us it's hanging as a mortal stories.
Hasn't told you anything about that. And it wasn't too long ago, was it?
No.
16 years or something, wasn't it?
Well, I've been on this plane for 12 years.
12 years, that's the number I was thinking of.
So, I understand, Lugas, that you would be accepting all of this, but Julius, you don't seem to be the most God-fearing of people to me. What do you make of all of this?
Julius is literally getting changed as you're speaking to him. Into some nice clothes. I don't know. I mean, I've my family weren't very religious, I guess, and I just kind of thought that the stories of the gods were like little red riding hood and those kind of things, didn't think they were actually real.
I mean,
you know?
yeah, they're comforting stories to get us through the darker times, but
I know.
to find out that it might have a basis in reality, I don't know what to think of all of this.
Did you, like, in the Whispering Woods, they, like, religious or...
Well, yeah.
Balador, isn't it?
Yeah, they had Father Bear was supposed to be waiting for us in a different plane, and I mean, like I say, after growing up in a place like that, you just think it's a fairy story when nothing ever changes. But I mean, maybe he wasn't on another plane, but he's down here with us, and he's real. How do you deal with that? What do you do? I don't know. I'm just a bit lost. I don't really. It's a big shock to the system.
I thought I had the picture because I've semi-experienced it before, but now was that the real Chew I was working with, or was that like? I assume so. He seems very powerful.
You would know if you're talking to a god.
Yeah, I would know.
You would know, and you know you
I
were
specifically,
talking.
yeah, I specifically remember him not being mortal. That's all I can see.
In Baldur's Gate, obviously, with everything that happened, generally speaking, the gods are... they're not... but there's a lot of animosity. And it doesn't particularly bother me so much that they're potentially walking around with everyone. But, I don't know, the thought does scare me a little bit. If there's people with that amount of power in a mortal form.
Yeah, especially some of the bad personalities I've heard about. I don't want to be currently sharing a plane with the god of murder. I'd rather be as far away from him dimensionally as humanly possible.
I mean, maybe the mortality has helped a little bit. Kind of, maybe not the god of murder, but maybe some of the other ones that were a little bit more neutral or grey in the war. Perhaps it's given them a little bit more of a rethink about mortal significance. Because that was kind of the problem. They got too embroiled in their own sort of conflict, and we were just collateral at the end.
But I mean, go on.
Talking about.
I was just going to say, Father Bear was always thought to be a bit of a chill dude, really. I mean, he's real chill. I don't know whether it's worth. I mean, how do you begin Lugas? How do you build a relationship with a god? How do I?
I'm sort of in a unique position where my family had sort of been faithful subjects of Tyr for like generations in my plane, and again, he semi-lived there. That was his business. I was brought up with him walking through the town, doing divine, mighty judgment stuff.
Well, I mean, maybe look at it this way. At the end of the day, they haven't done anything in centuries. Like, nothing tangible, at least. Why should you treat them any differently? Particularly now that they're possibly semi-mortal. Like, just treat them like any bugger that you meet.
Are you disappointed?
I mean, yes. Honestly, like the stories that we all grew up with. Well, the stories that I grew up with were it was stories of hope and about a better place and a better way of life. And to find out that perhaps we had it all wrong. I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Well, everyone loves a good story.
Stories don't always live up to expectation, but I mean, isn't that the point of a story? To provide hope, lessons, morals. I mean, if there's anything that I've learned from Julius over the last year, it's definitely been that stories can inspire. Doesn't matter if they match up with reality, because they still have a purpose.
Stories can also control people.
Well, yes.
Stories can
There
also
is power in stories.
Dad,
Stories
used
can
to
also-
say that you're bad, dude, Brother Bear.
Father,
Maybe
father.
he's like,
Tell
maybe he's
everybody I'm on my way. Sorry.
maybe there's nothing to say that doesn't exist still, right? I mean, Lugas's guy was up there in the sky, sucking him, sending him back here. Maybe yours is still out there as well.
And maybe, stories and myths and legends, they tend to be based on some fashion of truth. Perhaps they're not all wrong. Perhaps they haven't been hugely exaggerated. It might be that he's exactly as your stories say.
Or not. Or maybe Ella was lying. We don't know. I mean, she seemed pretty honest, but she was someone that we met because we jumped through a portal with her and had a 5-minute conversation.
I mean, Lugas, you were very sure that we could trust her very quickly. It was a big risk, right?
I mean, I had heard of. They are celestial. I have heard of them. So I know they're not evil.
So at least somewhat trustworthy.
Aren't we going to call her, actually, to ask about the sky?
Which guy?
I mean, the
Get the
sky.
pager.
Oh, the sky.
The sky,
Oh.
not this guy.
This guy.
Guy.
Were we going
This
to talk
guy.
about this guy to her?
This guy, yeah.
I mean, I can. If that's what.
I mean, if nothing else, she might just want to know. She didn't seem to know everything about, and she'll just kind of gesture it.
Okay. No, I haven't forgotten her name. He says checking notes. Is it Elena?
You mean
Ella Planestrider.
Ella.
Planes Rider Ella.
Oh, yeah, plane strider,
No,
the plane rider.
She's Ella Planestrider, the plane rider. Yeah.
I keep-
Planes
What we
Rider
send-
Ella, the plane rider.
If you look in
Pain
your
rider.
inventory, Adam, you've got a sending stone right at the bottom that says her name. Just in case you ever forget.
I did. I do. I saw that earlier and still forgot.
Well, there's nothing more I can do.
Okay, I'll whip out the sending stone.
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. What would you like to
The
say?
number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please try again later.
Fuck. Is that you, Ella?
So it does work like the sending spell. It's not a bi-directional communications device.
No, not. Oh, sorry.
How many was it? 25?
I think it's 25, yeah.
Oh, fine. Is that you, Ella?
Yeah, okay, yeah, and then the message you receive back is, yes.
There's something a bit weird going on here. It's getting really dark super quickly, and that happened like a while ago. How many words have I got left? Oh, fuck.
4.
Would you know anything?
Would you know? Yeah.
And a soothing reply enters your mind. No. I have also observed it on our side. I have no advice. Watch yourself.
Okay. Thanks.
No, thank
Love
you.
Bye-bye.
How strange.
I have learned nothing from my conversation. She's just as lost as us.
It was a fruitless task.
And at this point, you'll hear the howl of this large gust of wind out the window, just whoo, as it sort of vibrates on the single pane window that's in this room, and you can just sort of hear it going.
You know what? If this pane breaks again, I don't think we're going to get away with it the second time. I'm just going to say that right now.
I'll lean against it. Apply some counterforce from the wind behind it.
And you could just hear the almighty howl of this wind. You get the sense that, like, if you walked out there now, you most certainly would get blown away into oblivion.
I would be an actual flying squirrel.
Yeah, if you walk outside, you are permadead.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, God.
Well, this is an exact example of pathetic fallacy if I've ever seen one.
Lugas has glued himself to the door.
Yeah, at this point, Lugas, like, to everyone else, this is just a bit of wind. To you, this is a perilous environment. Do not go near the windows.
I'm very light. I'll let you know that now.
Hew, in terms of your existential kind of God crisis, do you have any other questions? Do you want to talk about anything else? Is there?
Do you have any other questions we can't answer?
We can philosophize.
I'm curious.
Look, I'm sorry. It was just a big day. Just so many emotions. The carnival, the heist, the astral sea, the Pokemans. Just been a big day. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, that has been a really big day, hasn't it? We've done quite a lot today.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I'll think on it. I'll think on it. I'm a deep thinker, as you know, and I'll spend some time tonight.
I've been trying to think about what mortal god we've already met. Collective we.
Maybe it's Xandar. He's someone we've met before. All of us.
There's.
What about that guy?
Do you want to?
Gonna need a little bit more.
Any more identifying information on that end?
What about that guy?
That guy?
Andy, what was it? Andy, was it that guy that we met? You know, that guy.
Yeah.
On it. Nice.
This guy.
That godly-looking guy.
The guy, blooming old fogey, the guy in the council chambers. I had a stupid name.
I didn't really meet him. I guess I did meet him briefly, but that was after Ella.
Before you went. Do you? Harland Pittsm.
Yeah, I only met him when he was admonishing us for being in the wrong place.
Yeah, it could be him.
It could. I mean,
could be Micah.
He is one of the people.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if it were Micah? Oh my god, that would be so funny. I'd love that.
Got anybody else looking at Andy's face as that was said? What is it? Let's just put Andy full screen and just say names.
It's like the time where I told you there was a traitor in Curse of Strahd. There wasn't.
Yeah.
I love how we all forgot about that as well.
I know. It was.
We didn't even remember it.
It was just some fun.
Hey, maybe it could be, your girlfriend, Julius.
Girlfriends
Juliet.
are too deep for someone that I had a 2-second conversation with, don't you think, Mitz?
Well, yeah, but, it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Not talking about Lucy. Are we talking about Lucy?
No, there was an incident between Julius and a girl outside of the council building, and I got to witness it in all its glory.
Oh no.
I don't think me and you have met her, so to ruin your joke, but
Oh no, you haven't, but
Oh, yeah.
I know, and it was funny.
for purely vain reasons, can it be Adam?
Is 100% Adam. Who was the other one as well?
The poor family man we got fired.
Yeah, he
Branson.
still
Branson. Well,
I do feel a little bit bad about that. I'm not going to lie. That's I do feel. Oops.
I don't think I met him.
No, you didn't. You were in the middle of
Okay.
Squirrel
So we
eyes.
can-
running up around the cupola.
Yeah, so we can cut him off because he might potentially have a vengeance on us. So thank God he's not a god.
I mean, he can't know. I mean, I'm sorry. I was quite stealthy. He shouldn't have known that it would be us. He could have just dropped his keys.
Unless he was a god and didn't want to bring evidence to it. He's got hidden eyeballs in his back. I don't know.
Can
Don't
you
say that. I
truly
don't want
steal
to.
from a god.
I don't want
Me
to.
and Nick could have been Mask. Could have been that other. Could have been that one god of common sense I saw earlier.
I don't want a vengeful god against me. That's not nice.
I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perhaps it was the young dragonborn kobold thing, and maybe it's a grateful god. Maybe we saved their existence. I don't know.
Could have been those two dragonborn hiding in a corner. That could have been Tiamat and Bahamut. Just chilling.
Tiamat. I don't think Tiamat and Bahamut are gonna be chilling
they're not
anytime
chill.
soon.
I know they're not. They might have humbled over the past thousands of years. I don't know. I don't keep up with them.
How you doing, Tiamat? Yeah, not bad, but
I mean, were they a chromatic and metallic dragonborn specifically?
no.
Oh, fuck that. Oh, fuck that idea. I'm abandoning that.
One had 5 heads.
And the other one was especially big and shiny.
Yeah.
Right. I'm finished. Then by finished, I mean I'm dressed.
Oh, you were dressed that entire time you were getting dressed? How complicated
Where are
is
you?
your robe?
Where are you going?
I'm going out.
We're in the games tomorrow, Julius. You can't
I would
just be
Clean.
I would not recommend. I would not recommend going out in this weather. I've lost my accent. That's how scared I am.
I will. I will wear a heavy belt.
Okay. Would you like to borrow mine for extra weight? I don't think it'll fit.
Anyway, look, I think Hew needs to have some time to process his existential crisis thing.
Just sat cross-legged on the bed. Just
That's not a happy face.
I'll give you a back massage, Hugh. That might help you get those feelings out.
scampering up and down.
I'll use my 25-foot climbing speed to get in all the crevices.
Oh, I like the scratching. Yes.
I guess I'll do some, and I'll gesture to my backpack. Some light reading. I've heard it's shit.
May I recommend this shit book I found? It's fucking terrible.
Above the table, would you like to read the book?
I will. So when Julius leaves and I'm left alone in the room, I will read the book. and then cry.
All
Yeah.
right.
I've left a bookmark so you can continue on where we stopped without.
Yeah, I start from the beginning.
I only know bits, and
And we
they
gotta-
only
Yeah.
know bits, and so by the
Yeah.
end of it, we can piece together an entire narrative.
Yeah.
You can tell us tomorrow what
We
your
gotta-
bit was like.
I can't even remember who I was.
The angry dwarf man
Yeah,
hiding in a log,
you were
I was-
specifically the terrible
gnome
man
or
with
something.
no heart.
wanting to eat children.
Gribbet Gribbleston.
Yeah.
Gribbet Grobbleson.
Yeah.
Ribbit Grubble.
Ribbit.
Okay. I'll tell you what. We'll go to you, Julius, first. What are you up to?
So I've dressed up. Nice. Got a nice black shirt on. And I'm gonna go out. I'm not planning on spending a lot of time on this, guys. I'm planning on going to that busted bottle.
Okay, so as you leave the tavern now, you're just wearing just a shirt, yeah? It is.
Right?
It is cold, and it is
Okay, a
windy.
shirt and I don't know,
Alright.
jacket.
So
I don't know.
yeah, you grab your jacket and you're sort of like this, walking through the streets as the wind is almost blowing you around. All right, what we'll do then? So you guys are currently here. Where would you be going, Julius?
I was just gonna go towards the busted bottle, which is in the 2nd district.
Sure thing. So you make your way towards the city centre. The streets are now barren. This is not the weather that people are normally out, and you cannot hear the bards singing and playing their melodies like they were before. You just hear this howl of the wind. And as you make your way into the city centre, make me a perception check.
Mm. Oh, it's about to roll in D&D. Do that. Perception, let's go.
Nope.
Ah, yes.
Aw.
You don't see much.
Great.
You notice some people. You notice some people at the front of the council building, but that's about it. And they're probably about 200 feet away from you. And you make your way down the side street towards the busted bottle. The wind's really starting to pick up now, and you would all hear this at the Morning Wood as well. But a large crack of thunder just throughout the city. And you sort of make your way up this side street here, and you come to the busted bottle. Completely closed.
Oh, for crying out loud. I don't think it was that late. There's nowhere in this city open.
You get the sense that all the lights are off. Yeah, you don't just could take your 6 perception check. You don't really notice much about it, but you can see that they have closed up shop, and I'll probably say that you've noticed that they've closed up quite quickly. You do see a man sort of on the opposite street, and he'll just look at you and just say, "Hello, stranger."
You're not creepy. How are you?
I'm okay. You know, weather emitting. And you'll see it's a man just sort of down on his luck with sort of cardboard boxes. You could see he's sort of sleeping it a bit rough.
Oh. You're gonna be staying out here in all of this craziness.
Some of us don't have much of a choice.
Well, where do people go so far around here? Everything's closed so early.
The busted bottle would be your fun, or the Morning Wood. There's some other shadier places around, but with this weather, the games tomorrow, people appear to be getting an early night.
Yeah. How fun for them.
You picked the wrong
So
night.
it's closed. It's not like one of those where, like I've been to ones before, where it looks shut, and then you go in, and then you have to go down to a place, and then you have to knock like a certain way, and then they let you in, and then it's like crazy.
No, they kicked me out about an hour ago.
Okay. Well, thanks, friend. And I'll flip him a couple of goals.
A couple of fucking gold! Holy shit!
Yep. I did well tonight.
Holy, well, thank you so much. You do not know how much this. I mean, I'm gonna go. He'll follow you back to the Morning Wood if that's where you want to head.
Sure, why not?
I'll come stay with you.
My friend now. Yeah.
My name's Michael.
Mike, great to meet you, Michael. I'm Julius. We're going to be competing in the games tomorrow, actually.
Oh, you are a barrel of surprises, aren't you?
We'll probably be dead by the day after, but never mind.
If you do,
Okay,
can I have your
I'll
gold?
go back. No,
Oh, well,
it was worth an ask. I'll just go back as everywhere's shut.
Sorry, Kate.
It's all right.
There's a reason. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
You should know by now I say yes to everything, apart from
Instead.
specific things. Cool.
I'll go back and get levered with Michael.
You can enjoy yourself with Michael. I'm sorry. Flopsy, as you open up the book, the nasty, nasty book.
I'm gonna steal myself. You're just gonna see me on the bed, cross-legged, with the book before I open it, going, "It can't be that bad, surely."
Oh, we'll find out.
You're getting the theme of chapters. I read through Butchering Women.
As a reminder, as a bit of a recap, Chester, Burton, Gribbett, Grobbleson, Harold Trill, and Verty, you're all in the cataclysmic landscape that is Faerun. You have travelled for an entire day before you have found a place for a short bit of respite. But you are hungry, you are thirsty, and with you, Verty, follows a small child. The scene is yours.
Have we slept at this point? Yeah.
I think we're in logs.
You would have all... I'll tell you what, everyone roll a d20 for me, please.
20.
Best roll I've had all evening.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, golly. Right.
I
Julius.
mean, me and Julius together, please.
Julius, Hew, you get 0 sleep. You can't even tell what sort of time it is right now. But 0 sleep, and I'll need you both to roll sanity for me, please.
Do you want me?
Oh no, what was sanity again?
It's in your character
How do we
sheet.
roll that?
It's in your character sheet. So roll me a d100. You're looking to roll under your
Darren,
sanity.
you're muted. Darren, you're muted.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I can't roll. I can't
I
access
imagine
Harold.
minus
You can't
0
access
sanity.
No.
Let's see it.
You are the owner of him.
Yeah.
Each
If I click
piece.
on actors, it just comes straight up with you.
Let me just do that.
Ah,
Be a
Where's
sec-
the-
There should be a separate tab. There's players and past players. Do you have?
Oh,
those?
yeah, you'll see. It should be in past players, mate.
I can't see where it says sanity.
You've got an 82 sanity. So,
am I just?
Then I'm fine.
Julius, you're fine. That is a critical success. Hew, roll D100 for me, and I'll just tell you your sanity.
Was that a blooming hundo?
No.
Oh, that's 10.
10. Also a critical success. You do not. Actually, well, no, not a critical success, just a success. Yeah, you both stay pretty sane, but you don't. You don't find any sleep at all throughout this, however long you guys want to stay here. The rest of you do find some vague rest, but I wouldn't say you'd feel any kind of. Yeah. You wouldn't feel rested in any way, really. But as you all open your eyes again, you see this hellscape landscape in front of you. It's not changed one bit. The shrieks of what can only be described as demons in the sky are still overhead.
It couldn't have been a dream, could it?
It's been lasting quite a long while for a dream.
Last thing we should eat the kid.
Can someone please hold Gribbit down? He's gone blooming mad.
Gribbit's eyes are like.
As I say,
First of all, before we
blinked
resort to some form of cannibalism, perhaps we should actually look, as the plan was last night, in the town that is a little bit further on, in the hopes that we can find water, shelter, some form of rotting food.
Aye.
Roll me a nature check, please, Harold. I think I got your name right. I have to remember who each person is now. Chester, you are, aren't you?
Yeah,
Nature.
Harold. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, +0.
Nice.
Roll 4. You know that it's around about 5 to 6 days travel to the nearest town on the path that you currently are on.
We need water more than anything else. Food we can last without for a few days, but water we need.
I mean, if I hear a river, I'll try and find it, but we're next to a river, aren't we? Because I pseudo bathed myself, didn't I?
No. Definitely not next to a river.
I swear we would.
So
why don't we head towards the town? It's going to be a few days. Hopefully, we're in the middle of a forest. As much as it's on, fire, we should be able to hopefully find some source of something liquid somewhere.
Yeah.
you guys heading out?
I mean, no reason staying here on these insect-filled, hollowed husks.
Okay. So, on your first day of travel, can you all roll a survival check for me, please? To see how this day will go.
Terribly, I can tell you that.
About middle of the road for me.
This is a group check as well. Just
I can only roll you a d20, Andy. I can't get on the character sheet.
no worries, buddy.
What's his modifier?
Oh. -1 for you, Hew, if you remember that for me. So I should roll a couple more. So 12 for you. Okay, middle of the road. You don't encounter much this day. It is much the same, the oily trudging through this oily, slick field in the ground. The fires do not subside. You hear the shrieks of demons and all manner of flying monstrosities above you. The sun in front of you is aflame, but it is much the same as everything. And everybody will take a point of exhaustion as you all getting hungrier, thirstier, as you begin your travels on. And you find a place where you can sit down for what is after about 7 of 8 hours of walking and not seeing any kind of water source or food source that you can see.
I think I asked this last time, but where we originate from to begin with, like, were we in the town that we'd kind of grown up?
Yeah, you're not all from the same place, but you're all taken to a specific place that you really don't know too much about where you are, apart from how far you are away from the next town.
Okay.
Any conversations that would happen during your downtime? Or would you like to proceed to day 2?
I'm just trying my best to comfort this very sick child.
Yeah, and he does. He is now walking and he is now coughing up more black ichor. And he looks at you and just says, I don't feel well at all.
Well, if you just manage to hold on for a bit longer, we'll be in the town in no time. Just,
I don't know if I can hold on.
oh, no, come on, you're strong, aren't you? You're not gonna let a bit of mud and walking get the better of you.
I will try. I will.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
I'm going to plant myself somewhere a little bit far away from the group. Not too far, obviously, but just far enough where I can see them, but they can't hear me. And I'm going to kind of roll my eyes and just say under my breath, can't believe I'm going to do this. And just clasp his hands together, close his eyes, and just say, Gillian, if you can hear me, we need help right now. And he's gonna be just praying to the god of knowledge in the hopes that there is something that comes.
And as you pray, you hear the shrieks and the howls get louder. As you hear this... as they get louder and louder as you pray.
Okay.
Anything else? Well, you all wake up from what little rest that you have had during the night. Some of you very little. Actually, most of you very little at this point. It's hard to sleep with everything that's going on. Everyone roll me another survival check, please. Hew, yours is a -1.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I mean, I got pretty good.
Chester, Verti. Not Verti, sorry.
Oh. Oh, no.
Gribbet, Chester, and Harold. Roll me Constitution saving throws, please.
Save. Is that right? Oh.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Going so well.
You three will receive another point of exhaustion. So do keep track of your
Short
exhaustion
walk.
levels, alright? So it's just Verti that's only on level 1. The other two of you are on level 2. So you will start rolling things with disadvantage now, by the way.
Excellent.
Where do we put it?
Just keep track of it, write it down, put it wherever you want.
So I have one
Spoiler alert,
exhaustion.
don't get the 6.
Yeah.
Or like, don't get to 5. Because in this situation,
So
it's 5.
currently we've got disadvantage on ability checks and our speed is halved.
Correct.
Oh, I'm running ahead.
Well, so, who rolled the highest survival there?
Me.
30.
Yeah.
I've been looking for some rivers and other things. Oh, hello.
So you'll
Not
come
worry.
to almost a bit of a clearing on this trail. Verti, you spot it first as you've sort of gone far ahead, and your friends, if you can call them that, are behind you, sort of trudging along, and you come across this valley of oily sludge with dead, mangled bodies on either side. They all look like they have been dead for some time, but some of them appear to be soldiers, and they have equipment on them. But they have been dead for some time.
Everyone, I think I spy a stream over there. It's a oh god, that's a gnarly sight.
You definitely don't spot a stream.
I don't spot a stream. I spot. Oh, okay. I thought that's what that was in the middle.
That's just
Fine.
oily sludge.
That could be a stream of oily sludge. I never specified water. Oh, that's a lot of bodies. Oh, what has happened? Oh,
Can I run over to the bodies and see if there's a knife?
Don't give the cannibal a knife.
You certainly
someone-
can.
Over to the bodies.
So I will ask you, Gribbet. There is
Yes.
all manner of dead bodies here. What weapon would Gribbet find?
That is a great question. I've got no idea what Gribbet. Gribbet. Jesus. Gribbet's going to go for anything sharp and pointy.
Short sword?
Something like that. A little, like, vicious little dagger or a short sword or something.
Maybe you can pick up both, so you can affix a dagger to your hilt, and you can carry a short sword.
It's got both of them.
Can I search the bodies for any water skins or anything that they might have on the person?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Head this
It's a
way.
reminder. Every time you want to roll for something, it could end up pretty bad.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so yeah. Again, you can push the roll if you would like to, but you must explain how you are pushing the roll.
So I'm quite, I'll push it. Fuck it. So because I'm a little bit about the dead bodies, I've only really been kind of scouring them with my eyes, but in desperation, I'm going to start like moving them, patting them down, trying to actually, really kind of looking for anything remotely edible or drinkable. Disadvantage. I'm going to die.
So as you sort of push the bodies with one foot, one of the bodies runs out and grasps your ankle as it appears to be alive, and he just goes, help me. And make a sanity roll for me, please.
Are those with disadvantage?
No, They're just normal.
Oh, okay.
You got to roll the dice next to it, I think. Cool. What's
Just below what my sanity is. My
Just-
sanity is 60. 59.
So you will lose 1 point of sanity. And yes, you see him. He's grabbed hold of your ankle now, and he just says, "Please." And this individual, as you look at the arm that's grabbing you, is just the flesh has been torn off of his arm, and he has exposed muscles. He's covered in this oily black ichor, and his other arm is just completely torn off and lying on the ground next to him.
I am going to go, and then just like flop backwards and probably fall flat on my ass.
Can Ribbit run over and stab him? The body.
Oh my!
You certainly
I
can.
vote we split from this fucking gnome as quickly as humanly possible.
So as you run
Feel free
over,
to.
Gribbet, and you plunge the dagger into this man, would you like to describe it? Or describe your emotions during this time, I suppose you could say?
Well, Gribbet runs over. He's got frenzied eyes. This little gnome, and he runs over, and they're just, and then he'll go and keep stabbing. But then, I'm guessing the guy's pretty fresh. I mean, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I thinking of like, what's that from Lord of the Rings? Where it's like, guess meat's back on the menu.
boys.
Or a kai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
you
about his
could.
legs? He doesn't need them.
Turn sinisterly to Verdi. Like, I don't need the kid anymore.
Please just don't talk to me. You're.
So what are you doing? Are you carving off some of his meat?
So, I mean, yeah, we're all starving, right?
All
I
right.
guess so.
Explain,
so.
explain to us what you're grabbing. This isn't D&D. This is you tell me what you're doing.
You grabbing?
I'll go grabbing. What am I grabbing?
Vomit.
I'll carve off a bit of like not a bit that's already been chewed, obviously. That's bad manners. I'll go for a bit of the leg or something, like a nice meaty bit of thigh.
Yeah, you can almost get the entire thigh. You can almost slit it down and unwrap it from the bone. I'm gonna ask for a sanity roll, as much as you might be happy about this. Your inner soul might not be.
Is it
D100.
D100? D100. Oh, nope, that's bad.
No, that's not bad for you. Your sanity score is 82. So that is a success. You rolled the highest on sanity. But you will lose 2 points of sanity, which I'll do for you.
Thank you.
But
I am going to attempt to cook meat on a burning plant.
Yeah, no problem. It'll take you a little bit of time to get it crispy enough.
Why are there no dead burning animals? Why is it only people? I've gone Scottish.
Can Harold wander over to the corpses and kind of turn them over, looking for the most rotted one? And then, so can I the most rotted one? Like, can I investigate that? What's it looking like?
So the most decrepit one you find is essentially just a torso. Every appendage has been ripped from this torso, not just hewed off or severed, but torn, almost like this body was stretched from every possible head, arms, legs, and the torso itself has just been stabbed multiple times, multiple puncture wounds.
And are these old corpses that have been there for a while?
This corpse, you've been there for a little bit, yeah.
Can I do either an investigation or nature or something and try and find some maggots or something which is eating the corpse?
Huh.
I don't like this.
Yeah, well, no, I won't say roll me so for that. Yeah, you would find a couple of maggots.
Okay. I think Harold's just gonna snack on the maggots. He's not gonna bring himself to eat another person, but he's gonna try and forage for maggots instead.
All right. Yeah, while Gribbets is cooking away some cannibalism, you can spend some time and gather up a small handful of maggots.
Yeah, and I will begrudgingly kind of offer them to the youngest first. It's not much, but it's better than what. Well, it's better than other options.
The small child would look towards you, Verti, for approval.
I mean, I'm not one to sort of copy the cannibal, but could you try and like heat them? I don't know, kill them first. I don't cook all the diseases out of them. I don't want instead of just eating them raw. We have plenty of access to fire, and it was just cooked worms is better than live worms.
Well, I read a book once that said that they're actually quite purifying animals. They take infected limbs and they can purify them. They might be better than other options at the moment. And I'll take one and pop it in my mouth and grimace.
I'm not very smart, but that was still fucking horrible. Right.
They're quite large magics, so this sort of the blood and ooze and pus-like nature just dribbles down the back of your throat. You can pop it between your teeth.
Right.
It's good.
You're really not convincing me. All right, but I'll pass them over here. All right. Open wide. Oh, I'm very sorry. This is all we have. I offer the maggots to the child.
And he will take the maggots and he will eat them.
Feeling any better?
No.
Yeah, hopefully we'll later.
Thank you. As he coughs up another mucus-infused phlegm onto the ground.
Why did you eat all that mud? I know you're very hungry, but... all right. We're getting closer, so we'll be at a town in no time.
And, I suppose, would you pick up any equipment?
Yeah,
Bertie.
And there isn't sort of a D&D equipment equivalent to what
basic equipment is on offer here. What weapon would you retrieve from these bodies?
Are there any like blunt options? Is there like a warhammer?
You could find yourself a warhammer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a bit tired of cutting, if I'm being honest. I think Gribbet sort of put me off it. Yeah, I'll stow it on my back. I sort of wedge it in my belt, which I assume I have in these nondescript white robes.
Yeah.
I steal a belt. Are they wearing armor? The warriors?
there's some basic leather armor.
Better than nothing.
Cool. So you pick up some leather armor. Chester, would you pick anything up?
Yeah, I'll pick up probably a short sword. I mean, it doesn't particularly matter what I pick up. My strength is -2 and my dex is -2, so I'm going to be shit regardless. But and I'll have a look for some extra armor as well, just to kind of give me a little bit more of protection.
Cool.
And whilst I'm taking off armor from dead bodies, I will still be looking for food and water, but probably not finding any.
I probably will say, after spending a little bit of time looking, you do find... Well, you find quite a lot of water skins, but they're all empty. Apart from one, which does hold the smallest, sort of less than a mouthful of water.
I will scan around to see if anyone has noticed that I have found a water skin with water in it.
Yeah.
Roll a d20 and add your stealth modifier.
It's -2. 10.
Yeah, easily enough.
And I'm gonna drink what little water there is.
Like a coward.
Like a bastard.
Like an absolute cunt.
What a fucking Robin.
What? You're still better than flipping Gribbit.
I would say nothing.
Cool. I've forgotten who I've asked about equipment. Is anyone else after equipment? So in terms of this, just
Harold.
remember what you're picking up. Yeah.
I would love to just have a helmet that's too big for me, please.
Yes. Certainly.
I mean, I like ribbits.
Yeah, Adam likes Gribbit. He thinks Gribbit's fucking terrifying.
Can I, as I'm looking around the corpses, can I keep an eye out for like a diary or any form of book? Just any book of any kind.
Roll a d20 and add your investigation modifier, which will be nothing. It's +0.
Oh, I just realised I should have rolled that at disadvantage.
Oh yeah, so should
It's
I?
gone now. But yes, please roll that with disadvantage. Hew.
7.
7. Push it if you like for a better result. I'm not going to tell you if that's a success or a pass runner. Success or failure.
No, I'm not going to push it for that, but I will push it. But try halfway through moving all the bodies, I think I've got to find any books out here, and I'll switch my attention to finding just a dagger or a knife of some kind instead.
Yeah. So okay. So what I'll say is, because you can just find yourself a dagger. That is what you can pick up from this without rolling. But with a 7, you won't find any sort of books or journals, but you'll find just a softly written note. It appears to be a note to one of these soldiers' wives saying, "I'll be back soon. I'll be back safe, I promise."
And I will read it, fold it very carefully, and kind of put it as close to my body as possible.
Cool. Gribbit, what are you up to?
My meat.
Are you eating your meat?
Like that.
Okay. You find yourself full of sustenance. If anything, you're feeling slightly full.
Great. Perfect. I'm going to sit down with my big gnome belly
We'll see
and my
how
helmet.
we'll see how that pans out.
Oh, yeah, and I'm eating diseased black ichor meat.
I'd like to. I don't know. cook some of the maggots and eat them myself. I'm not eating raw maggots.
In real life, I actually do think it is better to eat them raw, right? I think so. But anyway, yes, you can.
No
easily-
idea.
I've heard of mealworms. They're eaten raw.
Yeah, but you can cook them. Yes.
Yeah.
They taste just as good, which is horrible.
Yeah, but hopefully mine is steamed. I'm not getting all the pus.
Oh, they're steamed.
Yeah. I somehow over the oil, over the burning oil. Oh, lovely.
It turns out you found a
That's
water
nice.
skin and you're using it to steam some maggots.
Yeah.
Well,
I poured out the rest of the water from the water skin onto the fire. Oh yeah, that's nice.
unfortunately, you don't
I'll
find
find-
any water. However, but you
Oh,
are
yeah.
you could makeshift yourself a little Gordon Ramsay frying pan, and
Yes, with some nice corpse salt.
And to be fair, I'll give you credit for that. If you can, you would be able to makeshift yourself some kind of cooking device, but you're still eating maggots and very few of them. You're right.
That's the second D&D injury I've sustained.
So your day is as eventful as this. Is there any conversations that you would have as this day ends?
I think at this point we're all a bit traumatized by the actions of each other,
Yeah.
particularly of one person.
What do you mean?
I've sort of, I reckon Verti sort of gravitated mostly towards Harold, as he seems to be the second most sane person.
Yeah. The thing about Harold is he's spent a lifetime as a librarian. He's not the most talkative at the best of times. At the moment, he has no interest in conversations. By all means, hang around. But yeah, he's not in a talkative mood whatsoever.
You offered, I know, the Dragon Bros food earlier, so you've earned our trust.
Gribbet's just picking his teeth with the tip of his dagger, his newly acquired dagger.
Cool.
I might have to hide the child when we go to sleep.
Yeah.
And the child does sort
in
of
response.
curl up next to you, Verti, as you do drift off.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not putting that dagger away, by the way. I'm just going to constantly just hold it to one side.
Mm-hmm. Cool. We'll move on to the next day. Travel. Chester, you feel like we are. Oh, I'll tell you what. Make me a nature check to see if you know how far you are away. Oh, nice.
Oh, Jesus. Wow. Go me.
It's cheap.
You've got about 2 more days of travel to go. Everybody roll me a survival check. Those that make it with disadvantage, please do so.
Yeah. How do we do this?
I rolled a nat 20, but it's a
I
disadvantage.
saw that.
I nearly rolled it as Lugas. That would have been bad.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm still pretty good, if I'm being honest.
You asked it. Yeah, you're hanging in there, Verti.
I'm a farmer.
Everybody else, you will take 1 point of exhaustion. Up to level 3. So remember what level 3 is.
Disadvantage on attack rolls and saving
There we
throws.
go. Yes, I remember that.
I'm quite familiar with exhaustion.
And
since that
speaking
Lexi
of, apart, everyone roll a Constitution saving throw apart from Verti.
well, hey,
There's also a disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't roll it with disadvantage, but I rolled a natural 1.
That's fine. Yeah, Gribbet, you start to exhibit some really nasty signs of disease as you start to just vomit, just uncontrollably onto the floor. There's these meat and sort of sinew and strands of tendon just are all out into this vomit in front of you. Take 3 points of damage and roll me a D100 sanity.
D100.
You should still be good on that roll.
Damn.
But, okay. You're going to take... where are you? You're going to lose 6 points of sanity. And then roll me a d20 as you have a bout of madness.
Oh, God. I did hide the child.
5.
Oh, this could write itself. You become highly suspicious of everybody that you're traveling with. To the point that...
So nothing changed.
Well, but to the point that you feel like they are going to kill you at any point.
Its eyes.
Cool, so you can do without.
You look around the group, see us all
Dagger
stroking our daggers, and
but on your day's travel, you will encounter this same scenery as before. Although the fires in the trees is starting to die down. It is becoming less prevalent. You are sort of beginning to come to the outer bounds of the more destructive area of it. To the left of this trail that you're on appears to be this amalgamation, this corpse, this mound of flesh, but it appears to have limbs, a face and a head. But its rib cage is completely exposed, and it appears to be dead.
I am travelling as far away from that as is possible.
So you can take a wide berth, yeah?
Yeah, well.
Having been attacked by a corpse literally the day before, I am not taking any fucking chances with this one.
So would I be right in saying then that you guys would take the other side of this path, a wide berth round?
I mean,
Yes.
I've got a tiny dragon child with me.
And as you do that, against one of the trees, you can see a humanoid body just led up against one of the trees with its head slumped down. It is wearing this brightly shining armor, like gleaming. In fact, it's clean in areas, but it's just encroached in blood, feces, and black ichor. But you can still see this shiny gleamingness through the armor, and it is full plate armor with a large, ornate sword rested up against a tree next to him. He doesn't appear to be moving.
Is he just leaning against it, or is he like on the floor propped up?
Yeah, just propping his back up against it with his head slumped down. So sat on his arse.
That he's just sort of like frozen upon seeing this.
yeah.
And he's just trying to be as sort of quiet as possible, sort of holding the child dragonborn's sort of big muzzle shut, and he's just sort of like taking light steps and trying to sort of tiptoe around it. I don't want to fight a monster or an undead knight.
Yeah.
As you move closer, or at least around it, its head will rise, but it will look in your direction. You.
It's where to go.
Who are you?
My name is Verity. I'm just passing through. I don't want no trouble.
You will find no trouble with me, traveler. Come, help me up.
I don't think we'll be much help for you. We can barely surviving on our own.
But do you have any food or water for an old man?
Do I have any leftover cooked maggots?
Probably not, no.
Oh, I'm very sorry. We're starving and thirsting ourselves. We're trying to get out that town over yonder. Still a couple of days. We're trying to survive.
I feel like I've seen you all somewhere before. You'll just start to cough blood up. He'll stand and he'll get to his he'll sort of stand up, but he'll sort of hobble down with one. You'll sort of see his face now. It's more of a grizzly, bearded man with a large gleaming sword, and he sort of picks the sword up and sort of just garners it, just idles it away. Well, I don't think you can survive here out here on your own.
If you can fight, that'll be amazing for us. We don't really have a warrior. We've got from what I gather, 2 librarians, 1 psychopath, and me.
I am a lecturer. Thank you.
2 educators of some kind. I'm very dumb. I've got 3 intelligence, a psychopath, and me.
Fortunately, I'm headed in the opposite direction.
I've seen what's back there. I'd rather you come with us if possible. It's just more gore and monsters back there.
Where is your destination? Where are you heading?
To stop this madness.
You think one lone man can do that?
I can try.
Surely it would be a little bit more beneficial for you to help save the 4 or 5 people that are in this particular group than go on a suicide mission to basically die and do very little.
Suicide? No. I'm stronger than you think.
What's your name?
I don't have a name.
Well, been nice to meet you anyway. But you're far kinder than quite a few of the people I've met since my kidnapping.
Well,
Can I insight check the nameless friend?
yeah, roll a d20. That's your insight mob.
No idea what that is.
Neither do I. -1. 4.
10.
Yeah, you don't glean much from
yeah.
this guy. Not really.
What's your... Do you have a plan? What's over there that you're so convinced can stop this?
I don't know. Just but that's what I do. That's my orders.
From whom?
The gods.
Gods that have forsaken us.
And you'll see his look of sadness in his face as you say that. No. Believe what you want to believe. And he gets up and he just starts to trudge in the way that you've come.
Well, best of luck out there. Try not to die.
It's going to bloody well need it.
And you'll see that he takes his water skin from his belt and he chucks it backwards towards you all as he trudges onwards.
I'd like to grab the water skin.
Oh,
Gribbet
Harold.
would like to grab the water skin.
I'd like to kick Gribbet.
Yeah, I'm bracing for it, trying to stop Gribbet from grabbing it.
Okay. Oh, let's result. All right, just both roll a d20. Kate, roll it with disadvantage because Verti is trying to slow you down.
Just
They're already rolling with disadvantage.
I mean, this is just a
Okay.
d20. This isn't like an ability
Okay.
check.
God,
Oh no!
I mean,
29. Jesus Christ, Gribbet.
right, to be fair, Gribbet has rolled a 13 and a 16.
Yeah.
Gribbet, you get there first. This is a water skin that is full to the brim of water.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab it and I'm gonna tear into it with my teeth and be like,
Oh no!
and I'm gonna have my little knife out like this.
I'm just gonna.
I know they
I'm just
say
gonna-
you shouldn't fight the rest of the party, but I am so tempted to stab him.
At this
You
point,
can find me. I won't
I'm
do
just
that.
gonna-
Grib's horrible.
Right, above the table. This isn't D&D. We don't follow D&D rules. Nobody's looking down
I
on you,
mean-
Darren.
I think at this
I-
point he's putting the party at risk, and we're desperate.
Yeah, I mean,
Stab him.
yeah.
If you
Mad.
don't,
I mean,
I will try.
think I've been holding my dagger that I've picked up, like eyeing him, and just with a look of utter contempt. And I think this is the final straw. I have to stop him from just biting into the water skin that we all need.
You're going for a stab with a dagger, yeah?
Yes.
All right, roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
I don't know what that is.
I'll find out.
Yeah.
or dexterity. It's a
20.
finesse weapon.
Oh,
Oh,
should it be
yeah,
at
yeah, to be-
disadvantage?
It will be at disadvantage, and daggers are finesse, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yep, so it will be dex, which is good because your strength is a -4. But to be fair, your dex is a -2.
He rolled the same again.
Ooh.
14.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, yeah, that will hit Gribbet. Will you roll me a d4 then, please? Cool. Would you like to describe how you inflict 3 points of damage onto Gribbet? And let me just check something for you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I'm not dead yet.
I am
I hate
also
Gribbet.
going to attempt to stab Gribbet.
okay.
okay.
I'm holding the
so-
child. I'm not gonna murder someone. I do think you're actual Satan, but
So you pick,
I'm a lovely person.
I feel like so Gribbet's run over, grabbed the water skin, is about to bite into it, and so Harold's come up kind of behind him and is just kind of underneath the arm, underneath in the rib cage.
Armpit stab from your boy Harold.
Yeah.
Chester, go ahead and make a. Well, yours is a short sword, right? So I just strength modifier.
So short swords are also finesse.
Are they bollocks? Are they really?
Yeah. Also,
Oh
yeah.
my
Also, it doesn't matter for Chester because Chester's terrible.
To be fair, for these rolls, okay. Add your strength or your dex, whichever one's better.
They're both -2.
Okay, that will unfortunately miss.
You have a higher. I have an armor class of 8. That's all right. That was an 8. Do you have a higher armor class than 8? Jesus Christ!
I would
I
like
do.
to use. I would like to use my breath weapon.
For this instance, I'm not going to
No.
allow. You can't use breath weapon for this instance. But
I mean, again, yeah. In order to just stop Gribbet from tearing into this life-saving water skin, I will attempt to take a wild swing the top of the head with me warhammer. And
all right, I'll tell you what. Just because we didn't roll initiative for this, I'm going to give Gribbet a chance to react after getting hit once, getting swung on and missed by Chester. Gribbet, just to make it fair.
Okay. I'm going to. What Gribbet's going to do is he's going to hold his dagger to the water skin. Like he's going to just cut it open and make it all go onto the floor. He's going to snarl at everyone like, back off. Or I spill it all. God, what Gribbet's accent is.
Gribbet, you're not going anywhere. You're not going to survive on your own. You need to work with us.
please, please.
With you. You're all
It's just- we-
plotting
it's-
against me. You're planning to eat
Because
me,
you-
that's all it. Let me get out of
You're
fantasy, really like.
literal only person who's planning on eating people. You fucking psychopath. No one here is as crazy as you. Please, we have an actual. I've got English. We've an actual dying child. Everyone else is on brink of death. No, what reason would I have to apart? Please, I'm actually begging you. What do you want from me? Apart from my body and or the child's murder.
If you cut that thing open, you don't only condemn us to death, but you also condemn yourself. Is that really worth it?
If I go, we all go. I hate Gribbet. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. In your notes, I put worst and in brackets, love you, Kate.
The worst.
Gribbet's eye is still twitching.
Bertie, will you take the attack?
Oh yeah, go on.
Well, if Gribbet shows like zero sign of calming down after my heartfelt begging, I'll try and I don't know, take a swing at the top of her head, his head.
D20 plus your strength, and I will just say and or dex at this point. Well, it's a Warhammer strength.
It's a D20 plus 1, baby, because I rolled a 12.
Yeah, and this won't be with disadvantage for you.
Nope, I did roll a shit though because I'm unfamiliar with this weapon. That'll be a 9.
So
a 9. To
I
hit.
should have said this to you as well, Flopsy. Is you can push the roll. So apologies, Vicky.
Oh, yeah. I'll do it. Yeah, I will. I would push
All
it.
right. Flopsy, push it first. Not Flopsy. Chester.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I'd be so mad if the
Oh,
twist
Double nat 1.
I've
Double nat
never
one.
seen it. I've never
Double.
seen a double nat 1. You know what? I got to take a picture of that.
fuck's sake.
I'm yet to see. I really want to see a double nat 1 with advantage. That's the holy grail for me. I'm going to keep that one. Lovely. Thanks for that. No, that misses.
Surprising.
I'll also push.
Yeah. How are you going to push?
I've taken the first swing and I missed. Basically, I'm just using momentum to just fall forwards onto the Gribbet. Forgot your name. And I'm just going to wildly sort of push upwards and hit her with like the hilt.
Yeah.
Whack her with the pommel equivalent of a warhammer.
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
That's going to hit. Roll your damage.
I legit have not rolled anything higher than a 14 all night.
Holy shit.
Aside from that one nat 20 that I couldn't have because it was a disadvantage.
I believe Warhammer's D10, I believe.
I mean, yeah. If I'm not... depending if I'm holding dual wielding or holding a shield. I am not. That'll be 7 points of damage.
Gribbet, you fall unconscious. As Gribbet lies unconscious on the floor, what are you all doing?
Oh, who had a notification?
Someone's mobile phone goes off in the dead bodies.
Hit me a heart attack.
Shit, why didn't no one say? Call 999 now.
No one's had a phone this entire time.
Where's the living room?
I think I killed him.
Is there anything nearby we can bind his hands with?
Bind his hands?
Please feel free to kill Gribbet if you. So it's okay.
You got 18 seconds. You got 18 seconds.
I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to coup de grace him right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. No, let's do this properly. Roll a d20 death saving throw, please, Gribbet.
God.
With disadvantage.
Death save. Where's that?
Just d20.
Just 2d20.
You can roll it as a dice on your desk if you want.
That's alright.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a...
So
if that wasn't a disadvantage, you'd have not on HP.
So that is a failure.
Thank God. If you crit a success, I would have...
So, Chester, if you'd like to make an attack, you could do it as a flat
it would...
roll.
So it's... Yeah, because it would be disadvantage, but it's also advantage because so...
I'd like...
God, please roll something higher than a... Okay. 9.
Please describe how you hit Gribbet unconsciously.
I will... You will see me hesitate. I'm not a warrior. I am not a soldier. I will be hovering my sword over his chest. And then as I kind of make that final decision, I will close my eyes and look away as I plunge the sword straight into his ribs.
Gribbet, in your final few moments and last breath, what will be your final thoughts or words?
Gribbet, you've not got a lot of thoughts or words. Gribbet, he won't have any final words because he's absolutely KO'd, but his eye will just... I like to think that his eyes are still open, and then that one is just it still keeps twitching.
Wow.
Creepy.
At this point, I'd like to claim the water skin, as I've deemed myself the most sane. And, I don't have this disadvantage. I'm the most hardy.
I suppose I'll ask Kate this one last thing. How much of that water did you drink?
Well, I don't know. I bit into it, so
Well, yeah, you
I
then
don't know.
described that you were holding it hostage, so I'm going to say that there is water still in it.
yeah, I don't know. Like, just I mean, it would have been frantic, so I guess like just a bit. I'm not really sure.
Oh no,
Would
I'm not.
gnome-
It's got. It is now half full. I'm not taking a bit out of you biting into it. Don't try and be nice to him now. All right. Dear me, Chester.
Guess
I
I'm-
apologize.
I'm going to need a sanity roll from you, please, Chester.
Apparently, I'm all good murdering a man.
Yeah, feels pretty all right.
You will lose 5 points of sanity. Please roll a d20 for me.
Looks like I'm doing maths.
Upon taking the life of another human, no one has ever prepared you for this. And as you've plunged that blade into Gribbet, as much as the hatred boils within you of seeing this creature in front of you do the dastardly things that he did, you can't help but feel some kind of humanity, and you become depressed. You are just deep within your own thoughts. You are depressed.
I'm gonna leave the sword in his chest for a little bit and let go, and I'm gonna look at Harold and Verti, just like think sort of Macbeth with blood on his hands, except he hasn't got the blood on his hands, but it's kind of there.
Yeah.
I had to, right? I didn't have a choice.
I think he's just going to sort of like, at this point, he picks the child back up because apparently he dropped him in the mud. Sort of like, sort of like run across mud towards. I was probably quite close actually, so I just kneel down next to Chester, just like pull him into a tight sort of one-armed hug as the other one's still holding the child. I'm just going to squeeze for a couple of seconds, being, oh God. And I'm going to reach for the probably leaking water skin. I'm going to then turn to Chester again and go, do you still have your old one? I think I saw you grab a few.
Yeah, I picked one up.
Do you mind if I decanter what's left of this one into that one?
Of course, yeah, do it.
All right. Hold it still. I'm one-arming this.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
God.
get it done.
Harold's just stood over Gribbet's body, just wooden, just nothing on his face whatsoever. No
He's trying his
thoughts.
best to not look at the corpse and is focusing on the child, the water skin, and Chester.
It's kind of the opposite for Harold. He's actively examining the corpse, but there's nothing, no emotion whatsoever happening.
Fantastic. And I'm going to say, continue on. Goodbye.
I am going to pick my sword out of Gribbet, by the way.
Okay.
Just putting that one out.
As you
Yeah, I'm not
continue
really-
on a slight bit further for another sort of 3 to 4 hours, and you're starting to you are moving at a sort of a snail's pace, your group now. Harold, you will notice a small gleaming stone off to your far left, off towards the path.
What kind of stone? Like a standing stone or a?
Just a small rock, sort of yay big. Almost looks like a glowing meteorite.
Okay. I will approach, investigate.
Yeah, and you will very much see that it does look like this shard of glowing energy, as it pulsates in the oily mud. and you recognise this instantly as a shard of argon.
Do I know what's my understanding of argon? Do I know that this is safe to handle, or
It's definitely not safe to handle in this form. This is, you know everything there is to know about argon. You live in the world where argon exists everywhere, right? But you've never seen it in this form or broken. It's normally catalyzed within batteries and mechanical devices that are used to power everything around.
So am I right in thinking that this is like the equivalent of finding like a fallen power line on the floor? Like I'd know not to just grab it and...
You know it'd be safe to pick up. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, okay. Okay. But... Yeah, okay. Well, in which case, if it's safe to handle by hand, then I would pick it up. But I would want to, I'm guessing, I'd want to, I don't know, whether I use my shirt or something to try and not directly touch it, or not directly just hold a fragment of argon in my hand.
Yeah, easily done. And it's big enough that you can pop inside your pack or whatever you've got. Sort of carrying things along. And we come to another sort of place where after about 6 to 7 hours of trudging through this land, you can end your day at. Is there any conversations?
Chester, I found this on the walk. I think it's argon. I'm not sure. It might come in handy later on.
Yeah, have a look.
Mm.
I'll hold it. I don't have quite the same reservations.
Yeah, so to you, Chester, and to you, Harold, now you're both intellectual individuals, and now you sort of sat down and had a closer look at this. This is what appears to be a broken shard of an argon core. Its outer layer is granite stone that is still affixed to the shard itself, and the inner layer of it is raw argon. But it still appears to hold some form of energy, but nothing too much.
I would keep that hidden.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's quite a wanted bit of material at this stage.
Well,
even this tiny little chunk could perhaps hold a significant amount of power.
I hope we can make use of it. Maybe for bartering, or I'm not sure. We'll see what the town is like if we can find it there.
Yes.
Yeah. Put it back in my pack.
Cool. Let's go through your mind in a minute, Verti.
Verti is just completely shocked and stunned and is trying to sort of distract himself with childcare, because I don't think Verti would have ever witnessed a killing or be involved in a killing. So he's just sort of breathing heavily, and he's just sort of shaking his head and trying to do everything he can to sort of distract himself.
And as the feeling of dread creeps in, as you've just sort of taking into account everything that's going on, roll me a sanity roll.
Oh, my first one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you've been all right so far, haven't you? You've been doing stuff.
Yeah, I have been.
What is your total sanity? I assume that's under?
69.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, you're good. But you will lose.
Oh, you're ruining my perfect number.
I am, sadly. You're going to lose 1 point of sanity.
Oh, 68's hardly as fun.
Yeah. And the small child looks up to you, now no longer vomiting ichor as they've digested at least some sort of nourishment and water. We'll move on to our final day. Everybody roll a survival check with disadvantage if it is applicable.
Come on. Oh, that one. I've used up all my luck.
Yes. Okay, Bertie, Chester, Constitution saving throws then, please.
Where do I roll those again? Using this
Left-hand side, click the attribute, and it'll come up ability check and saving throw.
On my 4th level of exhaustion.
10.
You both suffer a point of exhaustion. Always fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
I now have 5 hit points.
Oh yeah, that half your health.
And as you continue down this oily, slick track throughout the day, the fires all around you subside, and it is now just charred, burnt trees, but the fire is leaving behind you now, and it's starting to leave. You're starting to actually find tiny blades of grass in the ground, but only sort of one blade here, one blade there. And in front of you, I don't have something for this, but in front of you, you see a large, great, brown dragon in front of you. There's no mistaking what this is. This is a dragon.
Brown.
Don't give me your D&D face.
Sorry about my D&D face.
And that's where we will end our session. Oh, what a joyous... We can all... Come on, look, I got to big everyone back up now, because we have ended the session on this. I didn't want to end the session on this one. Well, hopefully you all had fun, apart from Gribbit.
I murdered someone. Yay!
Oh, Gribbit.
and then we murdered you. Yay!
Now, I hope you all enjoyed watching. To my 2 fans and Vicky's mum, everybody do a wave. Cool. Thanks, guys. See you next time for some more
Bye-bye.
horrible shit. Bye-bye.
Yep. This book was all...